I'll smile, I know what it takes to fool this town. I'll do it till the sun goes down and all through the night time. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what you wanna hear. Keep my sunglasses on while I shed a tear. It's never the right time. Yeah. I put my arm around so you are strong I am. I put my arm around, I show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Persia with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries today. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Break down, only alone I will cry out now. You'll never see what's hiding out deep down. Yeah, I know, I've heard that they let you feel and show. It's the only way to make friendships grow, but I'm too afraid now. Yeah, I put my arm around so you how strong I am. I put my arm around, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Persia with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries today. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. I put my arm around, show you how strong I am. I put my arm around, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Persia with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so
Hai, selamat pagi, selamat petang ya, selamat petang dan selamat sejahtera kepada semua pelajar-pelajar SPM 2021. And of course, all over Malaysia, if you're tuning in, I'm so happy. Let me know where are you watching from, okay? If you're from KL, please let us know. If you're from other parts of Malaysia, please let us know in the comments chat box. So saya Miss Grace, host anda pada petang ini di Your Speed SPM Hot Tips bersama Universiti Tun Abdul Razak. Okay, so buat pengetahuan para pelajar semua, program pada petang ini adalah sesi kedua Your Speed SPM Hot Tips dan terdapat 5 sesi mata pelajaran yang akan diadakan iaitu Bahasa Melayu, Bahasa Inggeris, Matematik, Sejarah dan Prinsip Perakaunan. Program ini bermula pada hari ini 12 Februari bagi mata pelajaran Bahasa Melayu dan Bahasa Inggeris. 13 Februari bagi mata pelajaran Sejarah dan minggu hadapan 20 Februari Ahad bagi mata pelajaran Sejarah dan Prinsip Perakaunan. Jadi jangan lupa untuk kongsikan program kita pada petang ini yang bermula tidak lama lagi kepada rakan-rakan anda dan di media sosial anda semua. MyUnirazak membawakan guru-guru yang hebat dan sangat berpengalaman di Your Speed SPM Hot Tips untuk berkongsi ilmu kepada semua pelajar yang hadir pada hari ini untuk membantu memperkukuhkan lagi teknik-teknik menjawab peperiksaan SPM anda tidak lama lagi. Okey, program Your Speed SPM Hot Tips ini adalah program inisiatif daripada MyUnirazak buat para pelajar SPM 2021 dan ianya diadakan secara percuma ya guys. So please grab this opportunity. Jadi buat para pelajar yang baru pertama kali kami di MyUnirazak, di MyUnirazak YouTube channel ini, jangan lupa untuk tekan butang langgan dan tekan butang loceng bagi mengikuti perkembangan program-program baru yang dianjurkan oleh pihak MyUnirazak. Okay, sebelum kita memperkenalkan guru jemputan khas yang hebat dan sangat berpengalaman di dalam mata pelajaran bahasa Inggeris, saya akan memperkenalkan dan tonton video kampus Universiti Tun Abdul Razak. Jom kita tengok.
Listen.
Hai. Okay, I hope you enjoyed and I'm reading all your comments on where you're from. Ada yang dari Sarawak, ada yang dari Sabah, ada yang dari North. Okay, where else? Yeah, let me have a look. So a lot of you are from Sarawak. Unfortunately, I can't speak any, like logat Sarawak. I wish I could. From Perak, Selangor. So nice. Selamat petang semua. Okay, dari KK pun ada. And of course, welcome Kuala Lumpur and Selangor as well. Okay guys, so selamat kembali di Your Speed SPM Hot Tips bagi mata pelajaran Bahasa Inggeris. Sebelum saya meneruskan sesi petang ini, saya ingin mengingatkan sekali lagi kepada pelajar share link pembelajaran pada hari ini di laman sosial anda dan ajak rakan-rakan untuk turut bersama kita pada hari ini. Link nota pembelajaran pada hari ini juga boleh didapatkan di ruangan chat yang telah disediakan. Bersama saya pada petang ini adalah Cikgu Sue. Beliau adalah seorang guru yang sangat dikenali oleh ramai pelajar dan bergiat aktif pembelajaran di atas talian YouTube melalui saluran Pintar Zon Kramat. Ya, Cikgu Sue mempunyai pengalaman mengajar bahasa Inggeris selama 22 tahun dan kini beliau adalah seorang guru di SMK Setapak Indah. Beliau juga pernah mendapatkan anugerah guru cemerlang pada tahun 2010 dan 2019 serta dilantik sebagai ketua panel bahasa Inggeris sejak 2016 dan kini Cikgu Sue merupakan Ketua Jabatan Bahasa. So you're very lucky to have one of the best to share with you on your SPM Hot Tips for English. Cikgu Sue juga adalah seorang penulis berita harian untuk bahagian akal sejak 2021 sehingga sekarang dan merupakan jurulatih sarjana kramat, guru sumber Zon Kramat dan guru didik TV Road to Success SPM 2020. Jadi tunggu apa lagi semua? Jom ajak rakan-rakan anda sekarang dan saya mempersilakan kita hari ini iaitu Cikgu Sue bagi memulakan sesi pembelajaran pada petang ini. Okay, welcome Cikgu Sue to the platform.
Thank you, Grace. That was a long list of
I
introduction.
know.
I feel actually listening to that. Oh my God.
I hope I got it all right.
My God. Okay, thank you for the nice introduction. So the floor is mine now.
Yes, all yours.
All right, thank you so much. Assalamualaikum. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm reading your comments here. I can see people from Kedah say hi. People from Penang, Perak, Sarawak, KK, Selangor, of course, KL, and so many of you. Alhamdulillah, I'm so happy that I have students in front of me now. Okay, oh, let me take a deep breath first. Oh, I'm so surprised with the long introduction just now. Okay, you have finished your SPM oral for Bahasa Melayu, right? Right? How do you feel? What's your opinion on the questions posted to you? What do you think? Come on, share your point of views here. Come on, share it with me. Hi everyone. Hi. I can see everybody's name here. Farhana, Jean, Sherry, Ira, Max. Oh my God, so nice knowing all of you. Come on. Tell me, how do you feel? Going. I mean, you are done with a BM oral test. What do you feel? How do you feel about the questions given to you? Okay. Aina says okay. All right. Hi, Azlin, Dayang Nur Azlin, Krishna, Nadira. Hi. Mei Siang, Farid, Iswaran. Oh, I'm getting the positive vibes from you. I'm getting the energy from you. Come on. I felt okay. Good answer. Good. Wow, it was smooth sailing. Yes. Kind heart, actually. Oh, how was it? Farhan, what happened to you? Hi, Izzati. Hi, Irfan. Hi, Farhan. Okay. Hi, Zafran. Kind of sad because I got hard questions. Yeah, I heard about that too. Yeah, I understand your feeling. Okay, all good, Iswaran. I like your confidence. Patricia, yes, relieved. It was kind of hard for the individual, but for the groups, it was great. Yes, I agree with that. Okay, it was not as bad as I thought. Yeah, actually, because you're prepared. You have prepared yourself. That's why you don't feel it's difficult for you, right? Okay. Okay, keep it coming. Oh, say my name. Okay, Shazatul. I'm saying your name now. Okay. Normal. Hi, Hema. Just okay, only teacher. Okay. What is done is done. What is past, right? Okay, so today we are going to do a revision. It's not like a normal seminar and so on, not that kind of class. Okay, I want you to interact with me. I want you to say something. When I ask you questions, I want you to participate, answer my questions. Nobody will scold you. Nobody will say wrong. Nobody will say anything. It's between you and me today. Okay? I'm nervous for oral English. No worries. I'm going to prepare you today. Okay? I'm fine. Okay. Now, I hope we can touch thoroughly our speaking paper because I hope we have time to touch all the papers. Okay? All right, so let's start our English class today. Before that, let me test you. I like to test my students. Okay, now, take a deep breath. Okay, take a deep breath. I want you to have positive thinking, positive vibes, because trust me, oral for English is not that difficult if you know the tricks and techniques. Okay, now, ready? Say ready here. Say ready. Ready, teacher. Ready, teacher. Come on. Give me the vibe. Give me the vibes. Yeah, let's go, Dayang. Let's go. Hi, Lin. Yes, betul, Lin. Betul. I agree with you. Or it's just speaking like the way you are talking to your teacher. It is just in a formal way. A big formal. That's it. Okay? Yeah, ready a little, Kairani? I like your answer. Okay. Hi, Noraini. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Lewis Kumar. Hi. Wow, Emmanuel. That's it. Ready. Okay. Now, think of one adjective. One adjective describing your feeling now. Come on. One adjective describing your feeling now. Type it out. Yeah. Hi, Agam. Hi, Hanja. Come on. Type one adjective describing your feeling now. Jean says excited. Good one, Jean. Happy. Hi, Ika. I'm so happy for you too. Zafran says excited. Sad. Who is saying sad just now? Arifin, what happened, Arifin? Chin, good, energetic. As for Naili says excited. Lynn says, okay, normal, I have no feeling. Okay. Cinnamon says nervous. Good. Very honest. Noraini says happy. Emmanuel says excited, happy. Dayang says excited. Alhamdulillah, most of you are giving me the positive vibes. Okay, now let's continue with our next session. Okay, I want to show you something. Can we show the slides now? Okay, thank you. All right. So assume today is your normal English class. Okay, I'm your teacher for the day, for the next 2 hours. So you are free to ask me anything. Don't hesitate, okay? If I speak too fast, tell me. If I speak too slow, tell me, okay? Just tell me anything. All right. So this is the news today I got from my friend. Okay, viral on the Star, even on the Star newspaper. Not a good day for a dream wedding. SPM oral question draws ire for social media users. What do you think? So this is what the parents are thinking about your oral test. Something, the level of the questions being asked. Okay, so no worries, because English, okay, we have taught you about the questions that will come out, right? I mean, your teachers have expose you to the 4 themes. Okay, what are the 4 themes that your teachers have been teaching you for the past 5 years? Form 1, Form 2, Form 4, Form 5. Okay, Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4, Form 5. They have been using the same 4 themes in preparing you for this SPM 2021. So it should be, I think it should not be a big problem for you, because you have been exposed to the types of questions that will come out for your SPM 2021. Okay, tell me, what are the 4 themes? Some says depressed, some says elated, some says joyful, some says energetic. Good, I love your vibes. Okay, come on, tell me, what are the 4 themes that you have learned from Form 1 until Form 5? Because the questions will definitely from that 4 themes. And this wedding topic is under one of the themes. So it will not be a big surprise for you if the question related to wedding comes out. Correct or not? What's a 4th thing? Hello, Lynn? Do you have any idea? Verb is actually one of the grammatical rules. Okay, I'm talking about the themes for English, CFR English. Okay, there's only 4 themes throughout the 5 years of English learning. Have you came across that themes, or your teachers have introduced you to the 4 themes? This wedding topic, okay, the one that comes out for Bahasa Melayu, might also come out for English. Okay, because this topic is under one of the themes. Okay, which theme is this? Grammar, jobs, never holidays, writing. Okay, it's okay. Okay, let me tell you the 4 themes. Okay, theme number 1 is people and culture. So anything to do with people, anything to do with culture. They can ask anything to do with that. Okay, wedding is under this theme. Okay, people and culture. So wedding is actually under people and culture theme. So if this question comes out for English speaking test, it should not be a problem for you, because the question is given in general form. Okay, they will not be so specific like tell us about Malay wedding. They will not be as specific as that, because remember, we have 401,927 SPM candidates this year. So the question must fit all the 400,000 students. So the question will be as general as it could be. So people from students from Sarawak can answer. Students from Kelantan, from Perak, from Penang, from Negeri Sembilan can answer the question. So that's the general knowledge that you need to know about SPM questions for English especially. Okay, teacher, I didn't have any dream wedding. Okay. Teacher, don't you think that we too young to learn about wedding? Oh yeah. Okay, let me respond to that question there. Okay, it's actually I mean, they are looking at your way of thinking how to respond to this kind of question. Okay, usually when they ask you this type of question, they would like to see you. They are expecting you to share your knowledge on a wedding. Okay, I'm sure, of course, you have not married yet. Yes, I agree with you. So you don't have that kind of experience. But I'm very sure there must be somebody from your family, somebody around you, your neighbors, your friend's sister, your friend's brothers, your uncles, your cousins, and many people around you. I mean, you have attended their wedding. So somehow you will have a knowledge about the wedding, correct or not? Okay, and be from your experience, that's how you should answer this question actually. So the same goes with English oral speaking test. The question will require you to share your experience, your knowledge, okay, the ones that you have learned from the textbook. Okay, remember your textbooks, Form 4 and Form 5. Okay, and also the things that you have learned from your surrounding as a teenager, as a student, as a daughter or a son of your parents. Okay, I'm very sure it's definitely not a topic in the textbook, but you learn this from your surrounding. So this is what you need to expect for English too. Okay, correct? Okay, agree with me or not? Okay, well, let's say this one comes out for English too. Let's say, okay, let's say, because I think the question is fair for everybody. It's my opinion. Okay, it's a dream. Somewhere is the word dream, right? So you can tell from what you see. I mean, you learn from a movie. Okay, you watch a lot of K dramas. Don't tell you did not watch anything. I'm sure you watch a lot of Thailand movies, a lot of English movies. There must be weddings, at least one wedding from the movies that you have watched, right? So at least you have that kind of idea. Okay, so that's what they would like to see, your creativity in answering the question, in responding to the question. Yeah, wedding in Hawaii, yes, you are free to say anything because it's a dream. Nobody will say, oh no, it's illogical, tak logic. No, they will not say that. Okay, so whenever you are given a question, be creative, but at the same time, be mature. Okay, so expect that your oral questions for part 2, especially part 2, remember you have 3 parts. For part 2, they will ask you more on your experience as a student or as a teenager or as a cousin or as a daughter or son of somebody. So think of something that you have experienced before. If you haven't come across this type of question, you memang tak pernah attend any wedding in your life, create one. Okay, a wedding under the sea. My goodness. How can, okay, come on. See, now you're being so creative. Okay, so it's I mean, you can go, sky is the limit. Okay, nobody will say no, nobody will say anything. You just give your answers. You just need to respond to the questions. Okay, all right, so far okay? Okay, say okay. I don't watch any movie. Long, you don't watch any movie, but have you attended any wedding around you? Your neighbor's daughter, your neighbor's son, your uncle's son. Okay. So sometimes, if I mean, yeah, you are given very limited time, right? So try to think fast. Okay, try to think fast. How can I relate? How can I relate to the question? Okay, because the same question, I mean, the same situation will be for your English too. Okay, the question will be as broad as this. Okay, all right. Okay, now let's continue with the next slide. Okay, so today today for speaking paper. Okay, I hope we have time for other papers too. All right. Today, I hope you will do revision on what this paper is all about, speaking paper is all about, and then what are the do's, what are the don'ts for this paper, and then after that, we're going to test you. Okay, let's get loud. I'm going to test you. I'm going to ask one of you to say something here. Okay, to write here, not say something. Okay, let's see. All right, so the format. Okay, time given is actually for every pair. The time approximately is 30 minutes. So everything needs to be completed within that 30 minutes. All the three parts needs to be completed within that 30 minutes. Remember, both examiners, assessors, and interlocutors have their own digital watch. Okay, so that's why there's no way you can drag the time. There's no way you can steal the time. Cannot. Okay, the moment it reaches more or less 13 to 40 minutes, your interlocutor will have to stop you, will have to stop the exam for your pair. Okay, all right. Ipin's wedding in the volcano. I was the judge also. See, now I can see you are being so creative here. So this is what we expect from you during the test. Okay, so don't limit your creativity. But my advice is, number one, remember, don't limit your creativity, but remember, it should be logical lah. Tak logik you nak kahwin dalam volcano. Mana ada orang kahwin dalam volcano kan? Betul tak? Although it's a dream wedding, still it needs to be logical, because indirectly it will show your maturity. Agree with me? So nak mangkah tinggi, you have to be careful. Okay? All right? Now I can see you are discussing, you are chit-chatting with others. That's a good sign for me. Okay? All right. Now, of course, there are three parts: part 1, part 2, and part 3. Okay? 2 individuals and 1 pair. Okay? The total mark is 24. Examiner 1 will have 18 marks. Examiner 2 will have 6 marks. Okay? We are going to discuss thoroughly after this. Okay? And then you need to know number 6 here. Some of you, sometimes you don't know what you're doing. Why, teacher? Why I have to take all 4 papers for English? Last year it was only 2. Some students ask me that question. Today I'm going to explain to you. Okay? You are so happy chatting about wedding now, All right. Number 6. Okay. SPM 2021, from paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, and paper 4, we are expecting you to reach a B2 level. B2 level. Okay, B2 level means there are certain things that we need to see. If you can do this, 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 then you are there at B2. But if you are answering less than what is listed in B2 checklist, meaning you are at B1 level. It's like that. Okay, so the same goes for all 4 papers: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Okay, all right. If you have any question, please ask me. Yeah. All right. Why is it not moving? Okay. So what I'm going to share with you are, you can go Google this material. So this is what your examiners are going to use when they are doing we call it as a marking. Okay, marking during your speaking test. When they listen to you, they will refer to this document. So this is their, I would call it as a kitab. Okay, this is our sole reference for all speaking examiners throughout Malaysia. You can Google this. You can have a look at this. It's too late, but it is shareable. Okay, so go and Google about this. So everybody, all interlocutors, all assessors will be using these documents. All right, so it's not something new to you actually. Teacher, can we speak in British accent? Yes, you are allowed, as long as both examiners can understand what you are saying. Sometimes being a Scottish bo'o is so difficult to catch because you are speaking so fast. Instead of saying, maybe when you are so used to British accent, instead of saying bottle, you will say bottle, right? Bottle, give me a bottle there. Give me a bottle. Can you buy? So it's something so fast. If they couldn't catch what you are saying, of course, it will affect your marks. Okay, so my advice, okay, if you have that kind of accent, it's okay, but try to speak naturally, not that fast, not that slow. Okay, speak as natural as you can. The same as you are talking to your teacher, you are telling your teacher something, but it is in a formal way. Okay, bro, yeah, correct, bro, can you pass, something like that. So like, sometimes even the examiners, they are so tired, they have so many students, they have so many pairs, they have so many sidang, they were like, budak ni, so what is budak ni? So try to avoid those kind of impressions actually. Okay, Emmanuel, yeah, try to say it clearly, bottle, water, fine. Okay, remember what you are trying to say. Okay, you must make sure your examiners understand you, what you are trying to say, because that's the main goal of this speaking test. If you speak something that they cannot understand, what's the purpose of you for? I mean, of course your marks will be affected. Correct or not? Okay, all right. American accent, yes, you are allowed. For me, I don't mind about accents actually, because the most important thing is they can understand you. They can understand what you are trying to say. They can understand your answer. They can understand that you are responding to the questions. That's it. It doesn't matter what, I mean, Manglish, British English, American English, it doesn't matter. Okay, as long as they can understand what you are saying, you are okay. Okay, all right. I love your vibes. I love your energy today. Good. Okay, so far, okay? Clear about all the questions I have answered? C2, yeah, thank you, BB. Thank you so much. C2 is the highest level. Yes, you are actually under CFR. CFR means we are assessing you based on bands. Okay, A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. If you are at C2, meaning you are at the same level as your teacher, because your teachers have to sit for an exam too. If you notice, they also have an exam, we call that exam is aptitude test. So your teachers also have bands. The English teachers are, they need to score C1 and C2 because they need to, because SPM students is at B2 level. Of course, they have to be better than you, right? Hello, people. Cewa. Okay, so C2 is the highest one. Is the best among the banks. Okay, thank you, Bibi, for sharing. Okay, let me respond to your questions first before I continue. Okay, Manglish should be avoided. Yes, but if it's the way you speak, your teachers understand, I think it's okay for me. Okay, because I did this during my trial examination with my students. As long as you speak in English, it's Manglish, it's British, it's American, it's fine. But I can understand what you are saying. Okay, all right. So try as long as you try to answer, try to respond, it should be okay. All right. Speak loudly and clearly. Yes, betul. Because you are wearing mask. If you mumble, if you swallow your words, how can the examiners figure out what you are saying? Betul tak? If at least zaman dulu, okay, there's no mask covering their mouth, so at least the interlocutors or the assessors can figure out from your pergerakan. But now there's a mask there covering your here, right? So you must speak clearly. Please speak clearly. So that's why sometimes if you speak too fast, if you speak using accents, it's quite difficult to figure out. Okay, all right. So my advice is for you to speak using a natural way of speaking, like now, like I'm doing now. Just speak as you are speaking to your friends, as you are speaking to your teachers. That's it. Okay, don't be diverse. Okay, I will share with you ways on how to avoid nervousness on that day after this. Okay, all right. We can use cannot like that lah, cannot. Ayo, people. AWG Azra, thank you for highlighting this. AWG is awang, is it? I'm sorry if salah. Okay, actually no. Manglish means it's not referring to la, Okay lah. No. Manglish means the way you are pronouncing the words. Okay? It's not that la is a la. No. Definitely no. Manglish means I am referring to the pronunciation. Sometimes we Malay, we pronounce this word like this. Okay? That's what I'm telling you. As long as the teachers know what you're talking about, you will get the marks. Okay? All right? Macam-macam lah you all ni. Can't no mark disappear. Thanks, okay. Let me respond to your question first. Okay, if you want to know how British accents sounds like, please watch Pride and Prejudice. Go and Google the movie. Okay, I'm trying to talk with my friend. Okay, for BM speaking test, people are allowed to take off their mask. I guess it's the same for English. Okay, so far, we have been informed so far, okay, we are not allowed to take out the mask for SOP. Okay, again, it depends on the assessors and the interlocutors. Okay, all right. It is between you and the assessors and the interlocutors in that room, because nobody knows what happened in that room, right? Okay, so but from what I have been explained, being the one that I've attended recently, they did not allow. Okay, but again, it depends on the situation at that time. It depends on the interlocutors or the assessors. Whatever happened in that room, nobody knows. Okay. Watching KSI is enough. Okay. All right. So now, okay, one more grammar that I can suggest if you want to know how British accents sounds like. You can watch Mind Your Language. Good one to refer to. Okay. All right. But as the COVID cases are rising, I think we're not allowed to. Yes, correct. Nor Almi Rush. Yes, that's why I'm telling you. We, the one that I've attended recently, they did not allow for the candidates to take out their masks. Okay, all right. Right, the vocab your tapak tangan, you can see when you are speaking. If the question is related, if not, remember you have 4 themes. Okay, people and culture, health and environment. Okay, and then we have financial awareness, science and technology. Cikgu pun dah tiba-tiba blur. Science and technology, 4 themes. So anything under the sun will come out under these 4 themes. Okay, so don't be surprised if they ask you about symbiosis. Don't be surprised if they ask you about pollution. Don't be surprised about how to save your money, how to open savings account. Don't be surprised, because that falls under all the 4 themes. Okay? Feels like listening to new language lah, teacher. No lah, because you're not so used to it. Because you're so used to your teachers like me. I am speaking using, I am a Malaysian, kan? So I speak like a Malaysian lah. I don't speak like a British English. Although I can speak one. Okay? Because I think if I speak British English, my students will have difficulties understanding me. Correct or not? Okay? Yes, Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Correct. Teacher, the first tip is people and culture, right? What? Okay, Hema. Okay, number 1, people and culture. COVID-19 is one of the most important topic. Yes, definitely, but not. They will not state clearly COVID-19. They will say something broader. Okay, how do you face the spread disease ke pandemic ke something like that. They will not specifically mention COVID-19. So it can refer to other diseases too. Okay, remember the questions will be as broad as it can be, because 400,000 students will answer the same set of questions. Okay, again, let me finish the answer just now. Hema was asking me. Number 1, people and culture. Number 2, health and environment. Okay, health and environment. So COVID will fall under health topic. Okay. Number 3, financial awareness. Okay. And number 4 is what? Is what just now I mentioned. Science and technology. Yes. So online learning will fall under science and technology. Social media will fall under science and technology. So now you know, you can predict, right? You can have like something like this will come out. Okay? Online learning too. Wow, yeah. COVID-19, okay. WhatsApp, They will not mention what are the effects of WhatsApp to you. No, they will use general term, social media, online learning, modern inventions, things like that. Okay, they will be as broad as they can be because they want you to be creative. Modern inventions can be a handphone to you, but your friend would like to answer a blender, a food blender, a food processor. So that's why the question will be as broad as that. So you can, any student can assess that and can answer that kind of question. Okay. Should we work as a team or as an individual? Okay, Nasuha says, should we work as a team or as an individual? Okay, for part 2, of course, you need to work as an individual. Okay, you're not supposed to help your friend. You're not supposed to do anything during part 2. But for part 3, yes, you have to work as a team. If you speak more than your friend will have less chance to initiate, to ask questions, to respond. That indirectly will affect your marks too. So it should be balanced among the two of you. So everybody, the two of you needs to know your own role. I think by now you know your pairs already, right? Go and practice with your friend. Find a question, ask a question from your teacher. Answer in that 2 minutes. Record. Give your teacher to assess. Let your teacher assess you based on the recording. Okay, again, let me refer to the question. Wow, so many questions. I love you, all of you. We should, okay, people and culture, health and environment. Okay, thank you, Bibi. Macam cikgu dah Bibi ni. Kan? Good lah, Bibi. Thank you. Okay, online learning was the worst nightmare. Why is it the worst nightmare, Emmanuel? Isn't it supposed to be, the topic that you can easily explain because you have experienced that? Kan? Okay, thanks. What if your partner didn't say a word? What if our partner didn't say a word? Okay, if your partner did not say anything, you count 1, 2, 3 seconds. If they did not say anything within that 3 seconds or 4 seconds, because 5 seconds, your teacher will prompt. Your teacher akan masuk when your friend keeps quiet for 5 seconds. Okay, or 6, maybe depends on the interlocutor. 5 or 6 seconds. So you count until 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If she or he did not say anything or dia bagi signal kat you, mata dia macam tu ke, so you masuk balik. You initiate dia. You tunjuk dekat dia, okay, what about this point? Make sure she said something or he said something. Point the point. Use your finger. What about this point? So at least he or she can respond, oh yes, I agree with you. I agree that. So ask to repeat the question in the middle, connect with the point. We'll do this after this. I'm going to show you one by one after this, okay? But you can help your friend to speak. If they are, sometimes we have students who are tiba-tiba blank. Betul tak? Kan? So that's why you need to practice from now with your partner. Okay, you can practice with your partner sekarang, from now on, before you punya speaking next 2 weeks, kan? Okay, make sure you tahu bila nak masuk. Janganlah dia baru tengah fikir 2 saat, you dah masuk. No. Count until 1, 2, 3, 4. Kalau dia senyap sampai 4 seconds, you masuk. You tanya dia, okay, what about this point? What do you think about this point? Okay, he or she akan jawab kan? Oh yes, I agree that something. Kalau dia tak boleh explain pun, suruh kawan awak tu baca je apa yang ada dekat kertas tu. Okay, that's how you can help your friend. So indirectly, you are initiating your friend. So that is one of the criteria ada dalam band 6, initiating. Macam tu. Okay? My friends are good and they teach me. Okay, good. See, this is what friends are for, right? Okay, so now you know your partners. Duduklah, for the next few weeks ni, dating ke, duduk sama-sama ke, practice. Okay, I'm going to speak the first, you speak second. I'm going to say this, agree or not, you jawab macam ni. This one can be done within these 2 weeks. You boleh practice. Okay? All right. So let me see the questions again. Wow, lots of questions. I love all of you. What if both of us were blank? Okay, if both of you are blank, then your teacher will help you. No worries. Okay, the interlocutor will initiate something. Okay, will ask you questions to help you have an idea to respond. Okay, so kalau senyap juga, dia akan tolong lagi sampai you can say something. Okay, so that's why jangan give up. English is not as critical. It's not is not that strict sampai macam you blank. No. Okay, your teacher will help you. Okay, they have a script. Di mereka ada script mereka. They can help you using that script. They cannot rephrase for you, but they can read other questions. The questions available in their script. So if both of you are blank for 5 seconds or 6 seconds, your teacher will masuk. Masuk tu kita panggil dia prompt. Your teacher akan tolong. Tolong tu kita panggil dia prompt. Your teacher will prompt you. Dia akan bagi idea macam mana nak start bercakap. Okay, so no worries. Sebab tu saya kata do not be nervous. No worries about your speaking test. Your teacher is there. You still have time to practice with your teacher and your friend and your partner. Okay, it's not pronunciation. It's pronunciation. Okay, pronunciation. Good. Thank you, Krishna. When both of you just giving signal to each other. I mean, then if you keep on giving signals to each other, then the teacher again will prompt you. Okay, so if you keep quiet for 5 seconds or 6 seconds, the teacher will come in. They will repeat the question if you don't understand. They will help you to say something. Okay. What are other 3 tips? The Bibi has mentioned just now, we have people and culture, we have health and environment, we have science and technology, we have financial awareness. Okay, all right. Is it better to speak? How many minutes are we given to speak? Okay, Jaga 3. Okay, Jaga 3. The whole process, the whole exam is 13 minutes approximately. Part 1, 1 or 2 minutes for each. Candidate A, candidate B. Okay. Part 2. Okay, part 2, your teacher will read the question to you, will put the question in front of you. They will give you 40 seconds to think how to answer the question. Cepat-cepat fikir macam mana nak jawab that part 2. Okay, and then 40 seconds only. Okay, they will start asking you to answer the question within 1 minute. Okay, so part 2, 40 seconds to think, 1 minute to answer. Okay, part 2, while you are answering, your partner needs to listen to you. Okay, because she or he will have to answer a question based on your topic. Okay, so she or he will have to answer within 20 seconds only. Okay, so the same goes to you. When it's her turn or his turn, he will have 40 seconds to think, 1 minute to answer, and you have to answer a question based on her topic within 20 seconds. Clear? And then part 3. Okay, part 3, there are 3 times that you need to speak. 3 times. The first one, the first part, you will be given 20 seconds only to discuss with your partner. You are given the question, cikgu you letak depan you question, you will have 20 seconds to discuss with your partner. Who is going to start? Who is going to who is going to initiate? Who is going to respond? Nak ambil point mana? You candidate A ambil point mana? Candidate B ambil point mana? Within that 20 seconds. Okay? And then after habis 20 second tu, 20 seconds tu, the interlocutor, examiner nombor 2 tu, your teacher tu, they will ask you to speak, to discuss within 2 minutes. 2 minit je. Tak perlu conclude. Bincang sahaja all the 6 points. Okay? Bincang means you choose a point, you describe to your friend, you explain. And then you have to pass the turn to your partner supaya kawan awak berpeluang nak menjawab. Bukannya you jawab 3 point tu dalam masa sekali tu. No. First point, you explain, you mention the point, you explain. And then you pass the turn to your friend. What about you? You tanya dia setuju tak setuju dengan pendapat awak tu? What about you? And dia akan sambut. Dia akan respond. Okay, dia sambut by saying, kalau dia agree, yes, I agree with what you say. Yes, I agree with you. Itu kita panggil responding. Okay, betul? You kena ada macam tu. And then she or he akan bagi point dia pula. 1 point. Dia bagi point dia, explain. Okay, explain, and dia tanya awak balik. Dia tanya balik, do you agree with me? Or do you agree with my point? Sama juga giliran awak kena jawab, agree ke tak agree. Kalau awak agree, awak bagi reason awak tak agree, awak bagi reason awak. So this is what we call extending a point, developing a point. Semua ni ada dalam mark scheme, ada dalam skema. Ini yang kami nak tengok sebenarnya. Okay, so habiskan all the 3 points. 1 point, remember 1 point sebut, explain sikit, tak perlu panjang-panjang pun, sikit sebab awak ada 2 minit je. Pass. Sambut kawan awak, candidate B, sambut, jawab, pass point dia pula pada awak. So it goes right, 3 kali belah sini, 3 kali candidate A, 3 times for candidate B. Pastikan all the 6 points tu boleh terangkan, dibincangkan, discussion. That's why dia kata discussion task. Part 3 tu nama dia discussion task. Because of this, you have to discuss, you have to work together. Tak agree, you bagi point you. Disagree, you bagi point you. As simple as that. So insyaAllah kalau betul-betul you have planned this, you have practiced this well with your friends, memang ngam-ngam. Just nice that 2 minutes. Okay? And then after that, cikgu awak akan cakap, thank you. Okay, now dia kata, within 1 minute, find a conclusion. Sebab dia ada point dia kan. Candidate A ada 3 points, candidate B ada 3 points. Correct or not? Okay, so now dia kata, among the 6 points ni, dia akan keluarkan, your teacher akan bacakan satu ayat tau. Satu ayat menggunakan superlative. The most, the best, the most popular, the best solution, the best, mesti dia akan gunakan superlative. So you kena gunakan superlative tu semasa you conclude. Okay, you are given 1 minute to discuss again, bincang balik dalam 1 minit tu, sama ada point dia ke point awak yang paling penting. Paling penting ke, paling best ke, paling popular ke, depending on the question. Sebab tu kena dengar. Bila your teacher cakap, which point do you think is the most valuable one, is the most important one, is the best. So you kena dengar apa yang dia guna. So you kena ulang balik masa conclusion you. You mention 1 point, kawan you mention 1 point, dia mention point dia, you mention point dia, and then you kena bincang. Okay, point siapa lagi power? Macam tu lah konon-kononnya dia punya perumpamaan. So which one is the best? So yang tu lah nanti you akan gunakan sebagai conclusion. You will say, well, both of us agreed that, you kena macam tu. That's how you end your part 3. First phase. And then habis dia cerita discussion tu, there will be another question. Question ni very important for you to respond. Kenapa? Because from this question, they will know. Interlocutors dengan assessors will know if you are able to respond to the last question. Okay, last question, sama ada awak ni band 4, band 5 atau band 6. Okay, sebab soalan yang last ni ialah soalan K, but tajuk dia sama macam discussion task tu yang ada dalam diagram tu, mind map tu, but it is broader one, lagi general. So you have to think first. Think first before you can start answering that last question. Because that question ni, this question will indirectly bantu assessor dengan interlocutor untuk meletakkan awak di band mana yang terakhir. Band 5 ke band 6. Kalau boleh respon dengan sangat baik, then you can get band 6. If not, they will give you 5 marks. Sama juga macam yang lain. Kalau tak boleh respon dengan bagus, dia akan turunkan you punya markah. Ada checklist dia. I will show you the checklist after this. Apa yang kami nak tengok for us before we can give you 6, before we can give you 5, before we can give you 4. Macam tu. Okay? Alright, so those are about the time. So that's why part 1, part 2, part 3 all together 13 minutes. Okay. Wow. Baru slide nombor berapa? Slide nombor 5 kita dah. Okay, I love answering your questions. Come on, give me questions. Okay, what else? Arfal Harat says, is it better to speak spontaneously without preparing anything before oral speaking, or is it better to prepare first before the oral speaking? Are you referring to the speaking test as a whole, or is it before you enter the room? Of course, you have to prepare, dear. Okay, because the preparation comes from your lessons in school. Actually, what you have learned from download textbook, from full blast textbook, from close up textbook actually are very helpful because vocabulary yang nak digunakan adalah dalam 3 buku teks tu sebenarnya. Okay, so how to prepare yourself before the test is what I did with my student is you will have to, it's not you will have lah, I advise you to have a list of vocabulary related context. For example, kalau wedding, wedding lagi, ya Allah suka benar tajuk wedding cikgu ni kan. Tak apa, it's easy for you to answer. Okay, let's say the question is about a wedding. Okay, so what we expect from you is you will be able to explain about wedding using related and relevant vocabulary. Maksudnya apa yang akan perkataan yang akan digunakan berkaitan dengan dengan wedding. We will have food, betul? We have a feast, we're going to have a guest, we're going to have a bride and bridegroom, we're going to have flowers, we're going to have flower girls. So those are the things that we are expecting from you. So related vocabulary is essential in here. It's essential here. Okay, whenever you are given any topic, please try as much as you can to use related vocabulary, relevant vocabulary. Okay, so nak dapat markah tinggi yang power sikit. Contoh dia macam instead of using good, you can use amazing, you can use superb, you can use magnificent. Macam tu. Okay, so perbezaan antara band 4, band 5 and band 6 is how you the vocabulary that you use, the sentence structure that you use, cohesive devices yang awak guna. So those are the things that will help you to boost your marks actually. Okay, so that's why preparation is needed beforehand. Okay, go back to your textbooks because I myself tak ada buku reference. I only use my textbook as my reference book because I think full blast and the close up, full blast and download textbooks are the best reference for SPM 2021. Everything is there. Even tajuk yang nak keluar pun ada dalam tu. Cuma dia tukar kepada Malaysian context sebenarnya. Jangan pula lepas ni you all pergi rebus buku teks pula. No. Go back to your textbook. Look at the themes. What are the possible questions that will come out? It will be from your textbook. Remember what I told you? The questions will be from your syllabus, from your textbooks, Form 4 and Form 5. It might be from Form 3, Form 4 and Form 5 terutamanya. Okay, and something that you learn on your own as a teenager, sebagai seorang remaja, as a student, sebagai as a remaja, as a teenager, apa yang awak belajar? Okay, you learn from your parents about wedding. You learn from your friends about birthday parties. You learn from your friends about social media. You learn from your so many things that you can learn from your surrounding. You learn your own experience, your own learning actually. So tak boleh nak cakap soalan yang keluar tu tak betul. No, it's actually memang dia dah cakap dalam test format SPM tu, the questions will be, it's either from your textbook, familiar topics, or unfamiliar topics. Maksudnya unfamiliar topics not from the textbook, but you know the context. It is something that you learn as a human being. Okay, so soalan dia memang something that is related to you sebenarnya. So that's why I'm telling you, do not be worried so much. Okay, all right, I hope I answered your question. Okay, if our teachers help us, will they deduct our marks? Okay, again, I'll give you an example. Candidate A speaks fluently without any help. Okay, and candidate B requires a lot of help. Excuse me, teacher, can you repeat the question? So cikgu dah tolong repeat question. So by the moment you ask your teacher to repeat the question, it is actually a signal to the teacher that you have a problem. Okay, tak apa, sekali tak apa, no, 2 kali pun tak apa. Tapi dia akan note dekat situ. Very little prompting, macam tu. Dia akan note berapa kali dia tolong awak. So lagi banyak dia tolong awak, yes, your marks will be affected. Okay, yes. Okay. The teacher will be from our school, right? Okay, MyUnirazak. There are 2 teachers, 2 examiners, okay, interlocutor and assessor. Okay, interlocutor and assessor. Okay, interlocutor is the one from your school. Tak semestinya cikgu subjek awak, tak semestinya, but must be a teacher from your school. Mungkin your own teacher your own teacher has to go out to another school. So that's why another teacher will take over her place. But still a teacher from your school yang sudah menjalani latihan. Okay, in case dekat sekolah your school did not have enough English teachers, but your principal knows that your counselor can speak English very well. Contoh, okay? And she went through the training with English teachers, so she can be your interlocutor. So it depends on the school. Siapa yang dia cadangkan untuk jadi interlocutors? Because interlocutors will have to manage the test. Kalau dia sangkut, everybody akan sangkut. Okay? Kalau dia tak tahu macam mana nak manage the test, dia tak pergi training, of course she will have a problem, she or he. Okay, so one from your school, another one, examiner one is from a school nearby. Okay, so 2 assessors, 2 examiners. Okay, okay, our teachers help us. Okay, I answered that. Okay, let me look at your question again in case I have missed any. Okay, people, okay, thank you, Bibi, for doing that. Thank you. How do I pronounce your Nurul Army, is it? Okay, partner with partner. Okay, no begin. No. All right, we must explain the 6 points, teacher. Levis Kumar. Okay, you are given 6 points. You are given 2 minutes. Okay, try as much as you can to touch all the 6 points and explain. If, let's say, you explain, for your first point and your second point, you give a long explanation until you don't have time to touch the last point. What can you do? Okay, there's nothing much that you can do at that time, right? But during the conclusion part, remember you have another minute. Maybe you can try to cover at that time. You try to touch. Okay, I have 3 points. Okay, among these 3 points, I think okay. But my advice is, that's why I'm telling you, you have to manage your time. This one comes with practice. 2 minutes to touch and discuss 6 points. So how much can you go? How far can you explain? Okay, we don't expect you to explain very long until you are stealing your friend's time. Okay, it's not fair for them. Okay, because my students have experienced this during the trial exam. One person conquer the whole situation until the second student, the second candidate only managed to mention 1 point. But you cannot get high marks because there's no interaction, there's no development, there's no maintaining the interaction, there's no extension of explanation. So it will affect both of you. So that's why I'm telling you, you still have time to practice. Go back and try to answer a question. Record yourself answering the question. Okay, be serious, record, and then after that, you listen again. You listen again and you mark yourself. Okay, I will share with you the mark scheme after this, the assessment scale after this. You do as what I am telling you today. You tick. Do I have this? Do I have this? Do I have this? If you have everything, the rest all depends on the way you speak, the grammar part. Usually the grammar part will somehow affect your answers actually. Okay, so this is the least you can do within these 2 weeks. Practice with your partner, seriously, take the time, record and listen again. Okay, inshallah, by doing that, you can improve within these 2 weeks. Okay, and another very important tip is, try to get the script from your teacher, the interlocutor script from your teacher, because all interlocutors throughout Malaysia will be using the same script. The only part that will change is only the question part. The rest of the sentences, the introduction, the part, the showing you the question, everything will be the same as the one shared by Lembaga Peperiksaan. So go to your teacher and ask the interlocutor script, and then highlight the question part, because that's the only part that will change actually. The rest are all the same. So that's why saya kata you should not be afraid. You know what your teacher will be saying. You know what she'll say after this. Oh, dia lepas ni dia akan cakap ni, lepas ni dia akan cakap ni, lepas ni dia akan cakap ni. So you know what is it to expect. The only thing you need to be careful is the question part yang akan berubah. Itu sahaja. Okay, if your teacher tak sempat nak bagi you the script, you can Google. It's there in Google. Okay, so 2 tips. 1, to get the interlocutor script, practice. Okay, you biasakan. Okay, lepas ni teacher ni akan, okay, lepas ni teacher akan ni, lepas ni teacher akan cakap ni, lepas ni teacher akan cakap ni. Oh, sekarang teacher nak cakap question, so dengar. Teacher, sekarang teacher nak bagi question, dengar. Okay, apa dia yang dia bagi soalan tu. Okay, alright. Interlocutor script. Number 2, practice, record, checklist. InsyaAllah, you'll be improving a lot by doing these 2 steps. Okay, alright. Okay, questions. I'm Scott if we suddenly laugh during our partner talking, especially when it is our best friend. Okay, you're laughing when your friend is answering. It's okay, it's natural, right? You cannot hold your laugh. What to do? Oh, sorry. You can say sorry, kan? Betul tak? Just be natural. That's what I'm telling you. You should be as natural as you can because it's your teacher there. Okay, walaupun bukan your own English teacher, but maybe the teacher is from your own school. You kenal cikgu tu, so don't be afraid of her or him. Okay, just be as natural as you can. Macam cakap macam biasa, cuma lebih formal. That's it. Okay. Okay, bonus question. Teacher, let's say we don't know a meaning of a word. Can we? No. I'm so sorry about this, dear. Your interlocutor will not help you with this kind of question. Okay. If you don't know how to answer the question, they cannot rephrase for you. They cannot give you the meaning of word. They cannot say anything beyond the script. That's why I'm telling you, ask the script from your teachers, have a look at it. Okay, so they cannot do anything. Okay, they are feelingless on that day. They cannot say anything to you, although they would like to help you. Cannot. They will only read whatever it is in the script. Okay, they cannot even rephrase for you. What they can do is when you are quiet for a few seconds, they will help you using what is it in the script. They cannot come up with their own questions. They cannot come up with their own words. They cannot do besides what is in the script. That's your interlocutor on that day. Okay. What if we love just by seeing my bestie face? What to do, right? What to do? Just act normal lah. Nampak macam mana kan? But make sure, if you are doing that, nanti affect your friend, nanti markah dia turun. So these are the things, kadang-kadang by laughing, it will reduce your nervousness, right? So just be natural. Well, I cannot control that on that day. Betul tak? And you also cannot control, right? So what you can do is try to tell yourself, this is an exam. This is an exam. I have to help my friend. Macam tu. Both of us would like to score good marks. So try to tell yourself, try to calm yourself down. Okay? Too nervous, okay? Oh, I love you lah. I love all of you. Can we argue with our partner if they take our time? I don't encourage this. Okay? You can argue when you can interrupt. Yes. Okay? If she or he speaks too long, let's say, but make sure they have mentioned the point. Okay, they have mentioned the point, their own point, and they have explained a bit. But if it's too lengthy, then you will interrupt. I'm sorry, interrupt. Okay, there's a way to interrupt. I'm sorry, but I don't think that your point is as strong as mine. So that's how you interrupt. I'm sorry. I think I should move on to my point. Say I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I think your explanation is too long. You are not supposed to argue on that day. You are supposed to cooperate. You need to work as a team actually on that day. Okay, whatever that you are doing, manners should be shown on that day too. Tak boleh, stop. No, cannot. Okay. Excuse me, I think I don't quite agree with your explanation. Kalau you rasa dia explain lama sangat, panjang sangat. Okay. Whatever it is, do it properly. Okay. Do it properly. Okay, do you have any tips on coming up with a huraian huraian isi, huraian explanation? Is it details? Okay, we'll go to that after this. Teacher, if I ask the interlocutor to ask again the question, is it affected the marks? Okay, Haika, this is actually you are asking the teacher to repeat the question, right? Okay, for me, Kalau what I told my students in class, okay, yes, it will affect your marks. But here and during SPM, they will not be as strict as that, okay, because I mean, in the mark scheme, there is a sentence saying very little prompting. So kalau awak suruh cikgu ulang soalan ni, is very little prompting lah. Tapi sekali je lah, tak payah banyak-banyak kali. Kalau banyak kali, then of course it will affect your marks. Okay, very little prompting means sekali je minta tolong cikgu. Oh, teacher, I cannot hear you. I couldn't hear you. Can you repeat the question? So itu considered as very little prompting. Okay, because there are keywords yang awak kena faham dalam mark scheme tu yang menyebabkan markah kena tolak, markah stay macam tu. Okay, it's just too hard to hold our laugh. Just hearing our partner speaking make me want to laugh. Afa, what to do? Just laugh. Tapi cover lah sikit, kesian kawan awak kan. Rebus. Okay, I think I've answered all the questions. Teacher, let's say we don't know a meaning of word. Okay, you have answered that. Can we argue? I answered that. Can we help our partner by whispering? Why do you need to whisper? Help them. Okay, let's say he is. I'm telling you just now, right? If your friend keeps quiet for let's say 4 seconds, 3 to 4 seconds, you can help. Okay, I think you plan to say this, right? You are asking. You try to help your friend like that. Okay, that's what we call as initiating. Do you think this point reflects you? Okay, something like that. You can help your friend by doing that. But you can practice. You have to be comfortable with your partner. Okay? Okay, because it's not fair. Okay, helping my partner by twitching my eyebrow. Yeah. Okay, you can do like this. Okay, bagi tahu partner siap-siap. Kalau I buat macam ni kan, I tak boleh jawab. So suruh dia initiate. So you can plan, right? Come on, that's why you need to practice beforehand. Okay, you can argue, but it will take your time to answer. Yes, betul. Thank you. What if we get friend idea and the answer idea is in three time reply? What if we get friend idea and the answer idea is in 3 time reply? I didn't quite get your question here. Can you rephrase? The signal to make them speak. Okay. Wow, many questions. How do we end our conversation? It's almost time. Okay, Sarah, thank you for the question. Good question, actually. Okay, I need to remind you for part 2 too. Awak asyik tanya part 3 kan? Part 2 awak lupa. Part 2 tu very, very important actually. Okay, because from part 2 you can score a lot of marks actually. You can put yourself at band 4 straight away from part 2. So people don't know this. Students don't know this actually. Okay, if you okay, let's say for part 2, I'm talking about part 2 now. Part 2, don't be confused. Part 2, okay, you finish answering your everything there on your answers. You finish answering everything, and you know your teacher belum stop kan you kan? So you know there's more time, right? Please give a signal to the interlocutor saying that that's all from me. So that's how you end your part 2. That's all from me. Okay, the same goes with part 3. Kalau dah memang tak ada apa dah nak cakap, petang belum tamat, that's all from us. Boleh cakap macam tu. Okay, especially when it comes to the conclusion part, the 1 minute part. Okay, alright, clear is it? Tak clear, tanya lagi. Okay, I will explain again. I am okay with that. Okay. So we have no mercy. Emmanuel, why are you so cruel today? No, it's not. It's no mercy, dear. No. You have to help your friend. Okay, you have to work as a team. Remember, this is a discussion task. You are supposed to discuss. You are supposed to develop your point. You are supposed to initiate your friend. You are supposed to maintain the interaction. Okay, that's why you cannot be so. There's no mercy. No. Kesian kawan awak. Macam-macam lah you all ni. Okay, that's all from us, from me. Kalau part 2, that's all from me. Kalau part 3, that's all from us. Cukup lah. So the examiner akan tahu, okay, you tak nak jawab dah. Kalau sebab nanti kan, kalau tidak, you dah berhenti senyap, dia akan tengok you. Tunggu, ada lagi kena jawab, sedangkan masa ada lagi. Something like that. So just inform your examiners, that's all from us. Okay, that's all from me. It's as simple as that. Okay. Excuse me, stare deadly into their eyes. Surely they'll understand. Oh my God, our Azra. Excuse me, macam tu kan. Can we help them using our language skills Sarawak accent will affect our marks? No. I'm so sorry, Siti Hajar. You are not allowed to speak other than English, or else they will have to bring down your marks because this is an English. This is English speaking test, so we need to hear only English. The only time, okay, the only time I think they allow you to speak Bahasa Melayu is during that 20 seconds discussion. Komik ni, aku bunyi, that's it. Itu je. The rest all in English, including the conclusion part tu pun you have to discuss, bukan bisik-bisik. No. You have to discuss within that 1 minute before you come up with the conclusion. Okay, so everything needs to be in English. Okay, no other language is allowed during the speaking test. Okay. My friend asked, can we use small, not die, big, trouble? Oh my God. Oh, I was right. I hope you're my student. So sweet of you. Okay. This is a direct translation. Kecil, tak mati. Oh my God. Big, trouble people. No, dear. No, don't do direct translation. It sounds so the examiners akan jadi macam inilah. Baca pun kita orang dah gelak. Okay? No. Don't come up with that kind of sentence. Just use simple sentences if you cannot use proverbs or idioms. Okay? I hope big, small, not die, big, trouble people. So sweet of you. Oh my God, I cannot stop laughing. I can imagine the examiners will be like me. Okay? What if our explanations the same? What do you mean by that, Arifin? Because you are given 3 different points. Okay? They will not be the same one. So of course, we expect different explanation. Okay, in case you agree with your friend's point and you meaning you agree with the explanation lah, so you don't have to mention that actually. Yes, I agree with you that people shop online because they want to follow the trend. Exactly. Okay lah, kalau macam tu, that's how you agree with your friend. Tak apalah kalau you nak ulang balik point dia tu. Okay. There's a short time about 20 seconds and 40 seconds. I think it's alright. Yes. 20 seconds nak bahagi point. Okay. There's a short. Okay, betul. Okay. Alright. Oh, you are speaking in your own language. Ibu ambil point. Oh, ya aku. Oh my God. Besar-besar pun jangan. Teacher, can I and my partner discuss in BM while the discussion time in the part 3? Okay, that 20 seconds, yes. I allow my students. I think that will not affect the marks actually. But my advice, try to speak in Bahasa Melayu, in English, please. Because by doing that, you are practicing. You are, orang kata, sediakan momentum for your discussion. Try as much as you can to speak English. But kalau tak boleh juga, memang kalau tak guna Bahasa Melayu memang tak faham langsung, what to do? Maybe that during that 20 seconds lah, you boleh selamatkan kawan you, beritahu maksud ke, that's it. Okay, but my advice is speak English. Okay, alright. Actually, it depends on the preparation. I mean, if you have the script, kan, you dah tahu dah what to expect. InsyaAllah, you akan rasa kurang nervous sebenarnya. Okay, so try to get the interlocutor script. Okay, so I've answered all the questions. Whew. Wow, good participation. I love your vibes. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Slide number 6. Okay, so this is your position on that day. Definitely, they have to put you 1 meter and 1.5 meter away from your interlocutor and assessor. So this will be your position on that day. Okay. So it is not that far from your friends actually. Still 1 meter, but so you still can hear them. But for the assessor, can you notice or not? They sit here, right, at the corner. So you have to speak clearly and loudly. When you speak, when you're answering part 2, try to sometimes look at them. Okay. Please do not wait for your teacher to nod. Oh, angguk. Jangan tak payah tunggu, you jawab je. Kan you bagi satu ayat, you tunggu cikgu you respond. No, she cannot do that. Okay, don't wait for their reaction, because on that day they are not supposed to help you actually. Okay, so you just answer part 2. Once you have been thinking about the answers, just let it out. Okay, she will stop you if you exceed 1 minute. Okay, kalau selagi awak tak keluarkan ayat, that's all from me. Walaupun ada masa, she will wait. So daripada buang masa, but you cakap, okay, that's all from me. Maksudnya she will continue with the next question. Okay. Yeah, correct, Monica. Yes, like PT3 2019, right? Yes, correct. You have the experience. It is just, this is another level. That one PT3, this is SPM. Like sama sebenarnya. We have the experience actually. Okay? All right. So next slide. So this is what I'm talking about actually. This is what we expect from you. Okay? We hope that during, not only for speaking tests, for all SPM papers. Okay? For all SPM papers. Paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4. Semua soalan tu kecuali writing. Okay? Berasaskan B2 level ni. Okay? They expect you to reach this level. Okay? Writing is actually for me the paper that you can score easily, because dalam writing paper you have UPSR level, you have PT3 level, and you have SPM level. So score markah penuh for UPSR question tu, email question, guided writing, score these two papers. You answer betul-betul, you get full mark for these two questions, you are okay. Part 3 ni insyaAllah will be a bonus untuk dapat A+ ke, bonus untuk dapatkan A ke. It's like that. Okay? Alright. What we expect from you, nanti I tak nak explain detail lah, nanti banyak masa kita nak explain more on other slides. Okay? Just look at the highlighted words. Okay? We want you to be able to discuss, nampak tak? Technical discussion. Okay? We want you to use vocabulary related to the context. We want you to know how to interact. Remember, English is not only for exam, it's for your lifetime. Remember that? Okay, nampak tu. Can you interact fluently? You boleh spontaneously, tak ada macam masa tu lah nak bunyi segala tu. No, we don't expect that. B2 dia takkan ada macam tu. Okay, and we expect you to produce clear, detailed text on a wide range of subjects. Ini saya nak cakap lagi sekali. Wide range of subject. Okay, maksudnya it can be anything under the 4 themes yang kita sebut awal-awal tadi tu. Sebab tu awak memang tak boleh nak kata soalan tak pernah belajar. No, tak boleh cakap macam tu, because it is here. Dia dah mention dah. Wide range of subject and explain. Dia nak explain, dia nak dengar you punya explanation, you punya pendapat, you punya opinion. Memang dah ada cakap dekat sini. On advantages and disadvantages. Advantages kalau you agree. It is advantages kalau you disagree. Kalau you disagree, what will you say? How will you say? Macam tu. Ini yang kita expect from you actually. Itu sahaja. So if you can show us these skills, insyaAllah you will get good marks. Okay? Alright? Yes, C. It's just the A1, A2 is sekolah rendah punya level. Okay, A2 is UPSR punya level lah. B1 is PT3 punya level. B2 is SPM punya level. C1, C2 cikgu punya level. Tapi ada je your friends, SPM, STPM, yang memang dah C1, C2. Ada je, tak ada masalah pun. It's okay. Meaning, if you are at that level kan, you have no problem with SPM 2021. You memang A+. Macam itulah sebenarnya perumpamaannya. Okay? Alright. No. A is actually in CFR banding. It's A is yang sekolah rendah punya. Okay? Alright? Okay. Okay, I have mentioned this. I have explained this. Mark scheme. Ini yang saya nak explain sebenarnya in detail. Do we have time? Oh no, it's 4:20. It's 20 minutes after 4. Past 4 already. Okay, so this is the mark scheme that your teacher yang akan handle the whole test tu, yang duduk depan you tu akan guna. Okay, she or he, can I use she walaupun cikgu awak lelaki, senang sikit kan? Okay, she, will be assessing you the moment she says, itu masa, the moment you start answering part 1. Examiner yang kedua, yang duduk di belakang, yang dari sekolah lain tu, she will start assessing you from part 2 and part 3. So part 1 dia tak ambil apa-apa, dia tak ambil pot lah orang kata kan. Dia dengar je. Okay, so part 1 hanya dinilai oleh your own school teacher, interlocutor. Okay, Ini ialah mark scheme yang interlocutor guna. Okay, they have two different mark scheme. Kita panggil dia mark scheme lah, senang. Sebenarnya nama khas dia, nama betul scheme ni adalah Overall Spoken Performance Scale, OSPS. Tapi panjang kan nak sebut kan? Jadi saya panggil lah mark scheme. Sebenarnya tak boleh, tapi nak bagi awak faham. Okay, for the sake of nak make sure you understand. Okay, so this is what we call as overall spoken performance scale, skala. Scale ini yang kita gunakan untuk bagi markah on that day. Okay, this is interlocutor punya, cikgu awak punya. She will have only 6 marks dalam tangan dia. She will start assessing you from part 1 until part 3. Baru dia boleh bagi markah. Bukannya you habis jawab part 1 dia terus bagi markah. No. Okay, she will have to wait until the end, habis semua part, baru dia bagi markah. Okay. Is it true if we answer the question too long on part 1, it can affect our marks really bad? Because some people say that our grammar might be wrong. Hajar, part 1 tak lama pun Hajar, 1 minute je Hajar. So I don't think your teacher will allow you to answer very long answers. Okay, because the person who will be assessing part 1 is only your interlocutor. Okay, so do not worry. Do not worry that your marks will be affected. No, you just answer what your teacher asks you. Usually for part 1, the question is a very simple question, general question related to you, yang you boleh jawab. Okay, so insyaAllah, I'm very sure on that day Hajar, you will not exceed the time given. Your teacher will play a role there. She will make sure you will not exceed the time. Okay, right? So this is the mark scheme used by the interlocutor. So let's check thoroughly one by one. Okay, so I'm showing you, Allah ada gambar-gambar pula tak nampak. Okay, I'm showing you how to get 6. How to get 6 from your teacher, from the interlocutor. Okay, checklist ni I created based on the mark scheme. Okay, based on the items yang interlocutor akan tengok sebelum dia boleh bagi markah. Alright, okay. The first one, the first item, whether you understand the questions and you're able to respond to the questions ataupun suggestion. Okay, maksudnya, remember, the interlocutors will only give the final marks after part 3. Dia tak akan bagi part 1 terus bagi no. Sebabnya ada part yang dia kena make sure you jawab baru dia boleh bagi markah. Okay, so questions, tak kira lah part 1 ke, part 2 ke, part 3 ke. Okay. Lin, band 6 is probably the hardest to get. Not really, Lin. That's what I'm sharing with you here. You buat apa I cakap, you boleh dapat 6 from the interlocutor. Lepas ni kita tengok from the assessor punya mata pula. Okay, alright. So this is from the eyes, from your interlocutor punya side. Okay, if you want to get 6 from her, you kena ikut apa I buat ni. Okay, bila dia tanya soalan, okay, when she pose a question to you, pose part 1 ke, part 2 ke, part 3 ke, okay, tiga soalan tu dia yang akan bacakan pada you kan. Okay, you respond to the question tanpa rasa takut, you confident. Okay, and then nampak tak, with ease. With ease tu maksudnya confident. You know what you are, you know the question, you tunjuk yang you faham the question and you are able to answer the question tanpa orang kata macam muka berkerut, muka susah hati, tak ada. You very realize, oh okay, I think people believe that. You boleh cakap spontaneously. After cikgu you habis bagi soalan, you ada 20 seconds. Okay, for part 1 kan dia tanya, the first question definitely your teacher will ask, what's your name dear? What's your name? So awak akan jawab, well, my name is Siti Nurhaliza binti Tarudin, but you can call me Siti. Simple kan? So from the first impression tu pun, wah, assessor pun dah macam, wah, budak ni confident, budak ni bagus ah. So itu maksudnya with ease. So the same goes with part 2 and part 3. Part 2 ada 40 seconds untuk fikir kan? Betul tak? Ada 40 saat untuk berfikir. Fikir betul-betul ayat apa nak mulakan, berapa ayat yang awak nak gunakan, ayat compound awak nak guna kat mana, linkers apa nak guna, kursi device apa nak guna. Fikir dalam masa 40 seconds tu. Okay, kursi device and linkers apa. Okay, nak connect all the ideas tu. Right? Okay, what do you mean is prompting? Prompting means the help from the teacher. Bantuan dari teacher. Okay, prompting means the help from the teacher. If you keep quiet for quite some time, she will prompt. Meaning she will masuk and help you. Itu maksud dia prompt. Okay? Teacher, is this speaking test should be either informal or casual? Actually it should be formal, but not that formal sampai you tak boleh nak blink your eye, sampai you tak boleh nak bergerak. No. Okay? It should be something, it's not a job interview. Tapi it is almost like that. Okay, people ask you questions, you answer politely, you answer what is needed. You respond to the question. Okay, respond to the question maksudnya I ask your name, you jawab your name, bukan you bagi nama bangunan. Something like that. Itu maksudnya respond to the question. You must answer the question, baru you boleh dapat markah. Okay, alright. Okay, look at now macam mana dah dapat 6. Okay, remember, answer with ease. Show to the examiners, part 1, you boleh respond directly. Part 2, after 40 seconds. Well, for me, people recently I experienced something. You terus dengan confident, okay, what if you have lots of masa tu dah nak banyak masa tu nak tengok dinding, masa tu dah nak kira cicak, masa tu dah nak kira langsir, then we call that as hesitation. Kalau ada hesitation, your marks will go down. Okay, that is showing that you are trying to steal the time. Okay. Okay. To be more confident, use this era of globalization. If the question is about something general, about your country, about something related. Tapi kalau the question is about your experience facing an accident, takkan nak guna in this era of globalization, tak sesuai. Ini maksudnya not in context. Okay, whatever you say should be in context. Teacher, can we use idioms during the test? Yes, dear, please, if you are able to use one. Okay, so it is showing to the teacher that you know what you are doing. Okay, but in the mark scheme, we are expecting you to use number 1. Okay, here, number 1, grammar. Kalau nak dapat 6, you want to get 6 marks for grammar, itu lepas ni punya slide. Nanti lepas ni I explain. Aduh, saya pun. Okay. Here. Let me focus for this one first. Nak dapat 6, you want to get 6 from your interlocutor. Okay. Show that you understand the question for all the 3 parts. Bukan part 1, bukan part 2 sahaja. No. Part 1, part 2 and part 3. Okay. Lepas tu respond dengan confident, dengan betul. Itulah maksud dia with ease. Because it's here. Nampak ni? If you tengok dekat mark scheme, ada perkataan with ease. Itulah maksud with ease. Meaning you know what you're talking about. You understand the question very well. And you're able to respond to the question. Okay? So you'll be given 5 and 6 from the interlocutor. But when from the 3 parts that you are answering, interlocutor rasa there are part 2 you kena minta tolong, part 3 you kena prompt, cikgu kena prompt, kawan kena prompt, dia akan tengok nak bagi 3 ke nak bagi 4. Macam tu. Okay, tapi kalau memang all throughout the exam, okay, all the 3 parts semuanya kena cikgu kena bantu all the way. You memang macam bila interlocutor bagi soalan you berkerut, you macam apa cikgu ni cakap. So you are showing that expression you macam tu, cikgu akan notice that you are struggling. Okay, sebab tu saya kata on that day jangan tunjuk you struggle. Confident je, buat muka confident je hari tu. Okay, ingat kalau banyak you're showing to the interlocutors that you are struggling, and there's a lot of help, there's a lot of prompts from your interlocutor, and then jawapan pula kalau jawab pendek-pendek. What's your name? Daniel. Tu je. Memang akan markah will be affected. Okay, remember you are reaching B2 level, bukan budak form 3, bukan budak kecil. You are nak masuk universiti dah. So show that is your level. Okay, when people ask you questions, you answer properly. You answer using full sentence. Okay? All right. Teacher, can we use idiom? Okay. I answered that. Okay. Welcome unknown Shamari. Baru datang. Alhamdulillah masuk juga. Ya Allah. Okay. Now, that one is for understanding the question. Okay. Part 2, interaction. Okay, interaction. If you want to get 5 and 6 from your interlocutor, you need to show to her that you can maintain maksudnya tak ada sangkut. Okay, tak ada sangkut masa discussion, and then develop your ideas. Develop tu maksudnya, katalah the question is about shopping online kan, yang dalam buku pentaksiran tu, online shopping. Okay, online shopping is the key word from the question. Point dia bagi convenient. So you gunakan you akan explain people shop online because it is convenient. So itu dah memberi sebab. Tapi adakah ia develop? Tambah sikit lagi. People shop online because it is convenient. They don't have to drive around wasting time finding a parking and going through a traffic jam. Contoh. Itu maksudnya you are developing your point tapi within the time given. Okay, jangan dalam panjang sangat sampai you are stealing your friend's time. Okay, compensating for gaps with own vocab. Ini yang maksud dia tadi, when your friend is stuck. Okay, is stuck ataupun bila you macam blur, macam you macam tiba-tiba macam loss of words, you cepat-cepat cover dengan you punya own words pun you can get 6. Okay, and language, nampak tu, we need to see whether you are able to use different types of sentences, simple, compound, complex, within that time masih diambil kira juga sentence structure awak, grammar awak, secara menyeluruh from your interlocutor. So if you can follow what I'm saying to you now, insyaAllah you know how to get 6, you jaga semua ni. InsyaAllah they can give you high marks. 5 was tak boleh 6, dapat 5 pun jadi. Kan? From your interlocutor. Okay? Selagi ada apa yang dia nak, you akan dapat. Okay? What if I and my partner are stuck at the same time? Then your teacher will prompt you. Okay? Unknown? Of course, definitely your teacher will prompt you. She will have to wait. She will wait until 5 seconds, 5 to 6 seconds, then she will prompt you. So no worries. Okay, insyaAllah takkan ada sunyi sepanjang-panjang 13 minit tu because the teacher is there to help you. Okay, so no worries about that. What you need to do now is to prepare yourself now. Tahu macam mana nak dapat markah, macam mana markah diberi. Okay, alright? Okay, next. So kalau kurang daripada apa yang saya explain dekat 5 and 6 ni, maksudnya you akan turun lagi markah, turun-turun. Macam tu. Kalau for interlocutor ni, rasanya markah boleh dapat tinggi. As long as you ada sini, your interlocutor boleh bagi markah tinggi juga. Jangan tak jawab langsung. Do not be quiet. Ataupun you jawab, I don't know. Habislah. The moment you say I don't know, 0. Because, nampak tak marking scheme? Okay, dia mesti ada something related that you can say. Okay, at least respond to the question. Ulang balik soalan, biarlah grammar terbalik. Tapi if you try to answer, walaupun salah, you tahu salah sentence you tu, you know that your sentence is wrong, but you are trying very hard to answer, and the words that you use, you guna daripada soalan balik, still in context, examiner faham, you can get 1 or 2 marks instead of saying, I don't know. I'm sorry teacher, I don't know. Habis. Okay, that's why dia ada perkataan struggling. Okay, tak kisahlah. Show that you are trying to answer within the context. Menjawab soalan. Then you can still get 1 or 2. Okay, alright. If you're running out of ideas and what to buy, sometimes you can say yes. Betul. Okay, kalau dah tak ada masa sangat, you can say what Bibi says here. Alright. Okay, if you're running out of ideas and want to buy, sometime you can say, I've never really thought about that, but okay, that's a good question. So you can do this. Okay, so at least by doing this, you will have extra time to think of what to say. Ini yang kita panggil stealing the time. Okay, you tak senyap, You are saying something, but at the same time you are thinking, oh apa nak cakap ni, apa nak cakap ni. Okay, so you can do this because you bukan senyap. You are still saying something, but you are taking time to think. Alright? Thank you, Bibi. Okay. Right. Next. So this is the checklist lah. So both of them are doing when they have finished. When you have finished your turn, you go out from the room. So both of them have to do the checklist. So inshallah, we try to avoid technical errors because they have to key in your marks right after the sidang. Okay, let's say you are in sidang 1. So after finish sidang 1, they will key in the marks on at that time. Okay, so this is what we are trying to avoid, the technical errors. Okay, assesses your examiner 1 from another school. Okay, so she will evaluate you based on the 3 skills here. Okay, so the name of the assessor skill, maksud dia, nama dia ialah speaking assessment skill. So saya panggil nama mudah dia Mak Skim lah. Okay, so she will assess you based on these 3 things, 3 criteria. Okay, grammar, vocab, and communicative competence. Saya rasa saya dah hide background dia. Kenapa dia keluar kat sini? Nakal tau PowerPoint saya ni. Okay, grammar. If you want to get 5 and 6 for grammar from examiner 1, listen betul-betul, dengar betul-betul. Okay, grammar, you want to get 6 from her. Remember, she will start evaluating you from part 2 and part 3. Okay, so part 2 tu pun you dah boleh nail down dah. You boleh dah guna, you dah boleh make sure part 2 you almost no error. Kalau ada pun sangat 1, 2 yang terslip, okay, fine. Okay, you want to nail down dekat band 4 dah. After part 2 tu you must nail down part 4 dah. I mean band 4 dah. Okay, macam mana you make sure part 2 you almost no errors. Okay, and then when you use when you are answering your questions, you are using banyak jenis grammatical rules. For example, you bukan hanya guna simple tenses, semua ayat simple present tense, tak nak. Try to use simple present tense, progressive tense, ing, yang ada ing tu, instead of saying I sleep a lot, I am sleeping a lot, sikit je buat, you dah guna rules lain. Gunakan perfect tenses, gunakan participle, gunakan adverb, gunakan a few, supaya awak dapat memenuhi kriteria different grammatical rules. Okay, because assessor definitely akan dapat detect you are using 1 rule ke 2 rules ke more than a few rules. Okay, dia tak cakap berapa banyak dia nak, faham tak? Okay, dia mention dekat sini usage of different grammatical rules. So you bagilah 3, adverb senang nak guna, progressive senang nak guna, participle dengan perfect tenses pun senang nak guna. So at least try to insert this while you are explaining part 2. Sebab tu saya kata part 2 ni really can help you to put yourself at band 4 sebenarnya. Okay? Band 5 tak boleh letak lagi because dia kena tengok communicative competence awak. Macam mana awak communicate, skill tu. Okay? So after part 2 tu dia terus boleh letak awak dekat band 4 if you fulfill all this. Okay? Sentence structures. Ada simple, ada compound, ada complex. Okay, and then of course you kena dengan jelas clearly use different types of CD ni ialah cohesive device, penanda wacana. Okay, I repeat, nak dapat 5 and 6 from your assessor, you nak make sure you are almost there. Part 2, you dah siap-siap tunjuk. You know how to use different grammatical rules. You know how to use different types of sentences. You know how to use different types of cohesive devices and linkers. Linkers, fanboys, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Guna. Part 2 tu you dah boleh letak you dekat band 4. Sebab you dah fulfill dah. Okay, vocab pula. Bila you explain part 2 tu, you are using appropriate and relevant to the context. Macam kita bincang awal tadi. When you are given a question about a wedding, everything that you say is related to the wedding. Guest comes in, table full of food, a feast, door gift, bride, bridegroom, mother, bridegroom, bridegroom's mother. You can use all those kind of vocabulary. Nampak simple, but it is related to the context, relevant to the context. You are there. Okay, and finally, for CC, okay, hanya boleh diberi selepas part 3. Okay, so you dah nail down grammar vocab daripada part 2 tu kan. Part 3 ni is just to ensure, oh memang budak ni memang band 5, band 6. Macam tu. Okay, so macam mana nak dapat CC ni from your assessor ni? Okay, number 1, macam saya cakap tadi, confident and spontaneous. Okay, when you are speaking, you know what you are saying dengan confident, dengan jelas. There's no macam examiner dengar, gitu. Melopong dengar kan macam so we know this is the criteria of budak band 5 and band 6. Okay, and then when you are answering, you are giving us mature answer. Tak adalah semuanya sweeping statement. Tak adalah semuanya anggap semua orang sama. No. Okay, you know what you are talking about. You know you have done some thinking before you start answering your questions. Okay, initiate, maintain, develop. Saya dah explain tadi kan, initiating. You kena tunjuk you initiate your friend. You tolong, you can maintain the interaction. You boleh develop your points. You are there. So dengan senang hatinya, assessor akan tick, oh budak ni ada ni. Tick, budak ni ada ni. Oh budak ni ada ni. Budak ni ada ni. Very fast. You can easily get 6. Nampak tak? Sebenarnya, you know how the marking is done, you boleh tahu dah kat mana nak dapat markah. Macam mana nak dapat markah. Alright? Keywords dia, if you want to get band 5 and band 6, confident, spontaneous, errors almost tak ada. Kalau ada pun, kalau tersalah cakap, you cepat-cepat betulkan diri you. You self-correct yourself. You perasan, alamak, grammar salah. No, I'm sorry. You repeat, you betulkan kesalahan you. Itu adalah kriteria student band 5 and band 6. Okay? Alright, so basically, vocab punya bahagian, the vocabulary part is actually the easiest one for you to get 6. Because as long as it is related to the context, apt, tepat, accurate with the question, responding to the question, it's fine. You can easily get 5 or 6. Okay? Alright? And then contribute skillfully ni, meaning throughout the conversation with your friend, you memang ask your friend, you give suggestion to your friend, you initiate, you jawab, you bagi opinion, you know how to interrupt, you know how to start a sentence, you know how to agree, you know how to show disagree. Semua tu skill lah tu. So easily, dengan senang hatinya, assessor will give you 6 untuk tiga-tiga ni. Grammar 6, vocabulary 6, CC and 6. As simple as that. This is how we are going to give you marks. Okay. If you notice, there's no particular sentence dalam mark scheme ni yang cakap kena guna proverbs ke idioms ke kan. Tak ada. Tapi if you're able to use it relevantly, effectively, berkesan dalam you punya discussion tu, yes, it will be a bonus for you. Dia akan tutup mana-mana kesalahan yang kecil-kecil yang tadi tu. Okay. My advice, now you know how the marking is done, focus on this. Okay, when you are doing the practice with your partner after this, I'm very sure lepas ni excited nak pergi rakam suara kan. Make sure bila you buat, you check, ada tak ni? Ada tak different grammar yang I guna? Ke guna simple present tense je? Ke guna is dengan are je? Tak ada ing, tak ada ed, tak ada have been. You check balik. You do yourself the checklist. Okay, vocabulary sesuai tak vocab ni dengan wedding? Ke tak sesuai? Ke sesuai dengan sports? So these are the things that you can do with your partner within these 2 weeks. Okay, alright, and then after this, I'm going to show you how you can initiate, how you can agree, disagree. I'm going to share with you after this. Okay, so basically this is how the marking is done. Kurang daripada apa yang saya explain dekat sini, you will fall to 3 to 4 ataupun 1 and 2. So setiap bands, each band will have its own checklist, its own criteria. You ada ni, you answer short face, you answer you hesitation, semua tu ada akan meletakkan awak di mana sebenarnya. Okay, so since all of these are actually in the draft, right? All the materials are there. So please go back and check again the materials. Okay, all right. Wow, suddenly they are so quiet when we are talking about the mark scheme. Okay, anything about the mark scheme? Anything? Come on, people, ask me questions about this, or you want me to repeat on anything? Suddenly, everybody is so quiet. So, but this is how the marking will be done, inshallah, next week. Okay, they will look at all this. All right. Hello, people, are you still there? Suddenly, because the room is so quiet. Any question from you? Okay, so since there's no question, I'll continue. Okay. All right. So part 1. What is expected from you? Ni soalan bocor lah ni. Gitu. Okay. Of course, definitely the moment you masuk, okay, when you are outside the room waiting for your turn to enter the room, okay, when you want to enter the room, bacalah doa for the Muslims, okay. Thank you, Bibi. Okay, bacalah doa, okay, penerang hati ke, penenang hati ke, sebelum masuk, sebelum buka pintu, okay. Buka pintu, ada orang cakap tak boleh bagi salam because it's not English. For me, it's all about manners. Betul tak? Okay. I don't think the examiners akan deduct your marks if you are saying Assalamualaikum or good morning. You enter the room, Assalamualaikum teachers, good morning teachers. So by saying that, you sebenarnya menenangkan diri you. You masuk, okay, tutup pintu pelan-pelan, you walk to your chairs, angkat kerusi tu. Jangan seret. Oh my God, saya memang tak boleh budak kalau heret kerusi. Angkat, put it properly, sit on the chair. Okay, kalau sempat, kalau rasa tak nervous sangat, before masa you pegang kerusi tu, good morning teachers. Boleh juga kalau belum cakap dari tadi kan. Okay, duduk, angkat kerusi, duduk elok. Okay, itu semua akan bantu you rasa tenang. Kalau gerak, you akan rasa macam, alamak, nervousnya. Betul tak? Okay. And then once you sit, your interlocutor will start saying, kalau you belum cakap good morning, dia akan cakap good morning again. Good morning, dia akan tengok you berdua. Okay, and then time akan start masa tu. Dia akan start timing your exam after saying good morning. Okay, so sebelum dia say good morning tu, you boleh lagi adjust tempat duduk you, nak bagi selesa, you boleh tengok kawan nak cuik ke, nak pegang ke, masa tu boleh. After that, no more. Okay, alright, so she will definitely ask the first question. Okay, what's your name? Candidate A. Dia akan tengok dulu. Okay, sebab dalam senarai nama tu dah ada nama awak kan, awak candidate A ke awak candidate B. So she will ask, dia just nak make sure that she is assessing the correct student. So that's why say it clearly. My name is Muhammad Hanif bin Omar and you can call me Hanif. Okay, kenapa kena cakap macam ni? Supaya dia tak akan tanya, what should I call you? Tak nak buang masa, tak payah. You terus dia jawab, well, my name is Muhammad Hanif bin Omar, but you can call me Hanif. Simple. And dia akan tanya, and you, what's your name? Dia akan tanya, well, my name is, jawablah, Nilofa binti ni Omar, but you can call me Lofa. Gitu. Boleh. Up to you lah kan. You nak cikgu tu panggil apa kat you kan? Okay. So, assessor dekat belakang will take note. Okay. Student yang dia akan assess ni adalah student yang betul. Candidate A adalah Hanif. Candidate B adalah Lofa. So, that's why please say it clearly supaya dia tak salah bagi markah pada siapa. Okay. And then, okay, good. Alhamdulillah. Alright. And then, okay, what is it that cikgu awak akan tanya selepas dia tanya nama? Dia akan tanya apa yang awak buat setiap hari. Apa awak punya rutin? I'm speaking bahasa Melayu supaya you will understand clearly. Okay, because we are talking about questions now. Okay, definitely they will ask you questions related to you, what you do every day. So takkan you tak boleh jawab. Okay, contoh soalan dia tanya, how do you come to school? Kalaulah katalah awak tak boleh nak hafal yang pelik-pelik, awak hafal je lah macam, ambil balik ayat dia. Kalau yang tak boleh nak fikir lah kan. Kalau for the good ones, it's okay. Okay, you can respond, I come to school by bus. Oh, my father, every day my father will send me to school. Simple. Walaupun sebenarnya awak naik motor dengan kawan kan. Tak apa. Dia bukan tahu pun. Awak jawab je. Well, I walk to school every day. Jawab guna ayat yang very clear dan simple as long as you respond. Dia bukan check pun awak dah jalan ke, awak naik bas ke, awak naik kapal terbang ke pergi sekolah kan. Just respond to the question. Okay? Kan ada pula I fly every day to school. Oh my god, tak logik kan? Tak boleh lah pula macam tu. Okay? Right? Okay, then the next question, phase 2 itu phase 1. Phase 2 dia akan tanya again something to do with you. Your eating habits, apa awak suka makan? Apa sukan awak suka main? So try after this to buat ayat menggunakan ayat yang neutral yang boleh masuk, yang boleh jawab apa saja soalan. Contoh dia macam what do you like to eat? Contoh dia bagi soalan macam tu kan. What do you like to eat? Okay. Awak ulang balik soalan dia, jawapan dia. Jawapan cikgu awak tu, interlocutor tu. Okay, I like to eat nasi ayam because it's always my favorite. Tak payah nak panjang-panjang berjela-jela pun. Because it's very simple. Dia just nak bagi you comfortable. Okay? And which sports do you play? Well, I love to play badminton because it makes me sweat a lot. Simple. That's it. Satu soalan. Kalau dia rajin, kalau interlocutor tu rasa ada banyak masa lagi, especially for the good ones, dia akan tanya lagi soalan. Kalau tidak, dia akan proceed to the next part. As simple as that. So what I want you to do after this, you try to speak among your partner, okay, among your friends. Okay, tanya soalan. Suruh kawan tanya soalan. Biarlah dia tanya soalan apa-apa pun, you try to answer. Have you gone to pavilion? Contoh. Tapi soalan tu tak akan keluar lah. Because pavilion tak ada kat Sarawak. Pavilion tak ada dekat ni. Dia tak akan tanya soalan macam tu. Dia akan tanya, have you been to a wedding? Contoh, a wedding lagi. Masya Allah cikgu awak ni kan. Do you like to play? Kalau awak senyap. Contoh, awak tak boleh jawab. Okay. Contoh soalan sports tadi kan. What do you like to play during your free time? Awak senyap. After 5 seconds dia akan okay, do you like to play badminton? So dia akan masuk tapi dia akan lebih spesifik. Itulah kita panggil prompt. Faham atau tidak? Time to answer part 1. Don't we talk informal? We speak informal. Yes, we still speak using formal language because you are talking to a teacher and this is an exam. Okay? 1 minute. Part 1, 1 to 2 minutes only for each person. So that's why I'm telling you, part 1 is very short. 1 minute, 1 to 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes. That's it. Okay? And then they will proceed to part 2. That's why the whole exam is estimated within, can be completed within 13 minutes. Okay? Wow, I have only 7 minutes left. Oh my God. Okay, let me finish. All right. Don't. Okay. Part 1, practice all this. Give factual information about self. Okay. Basically about you. Okay, what do you like to eat? What do you like to play? How do you spend your weekend? What do you do after school? Those are kind of things. Okay? All right. Part 2. Oh. Okay. This is the sample question from buku pentaksiran. Okay. The format is like this. They will give you a topic there. Okay. So a theme there. Nampak? A family celebration. So this is your main topic. So what we expect from you, dia tak ada pun cakap family celebration ni mesti hari keluarga. Tak ada kan? As long as you think this your family celebrates this is your family celebration. Kalau awak rasa celebrating you dapat markah tinggi dalam bahasa Inggeris pun, it can be your family celebration. As long as we need to see related vocabulary. Okay, so it doesn't matter what type of celebration, but we need to hear vocabulary related to celebration. Okay, apa dia vocabulary related to celebration? Happy. Siapa yang tak happy celebrate something? Betul? Happy. Gifts. Betul? Ada hadiah. Food. Range of food. Makanan ada banyak. Okay, bila you mention food, you masuklah adjective. Scrumptious food. Delicious food. Nampak? Okay, itu untuk vocab. Alright. Apa lagi? Things yang related to celebration. Family get together. Okay? Spend time together. So you can come up with related vocabulary related to this. Ini yang kita panggil context. So we expect you to speak using the language or the words or vocabulary related to the context. Okay? So between point 1 to point 2, you masukkan linkers. Fanboys. Gunalah N ke, gunalah O ke. At least paling kurang kalau tak boleh nak fikir sangat on that day, bagilah at least 3 linkers. Point 1 to point 2, 1 linker. Point 2 to point 3, 1 linker, and so on. Sama juga dengan cohesive devices. Firstly, dah satu cohesive device. Nak move on to the next one. Moreover, dah dua cohesive device yang berbeza. Kan? Betul tak? On contrary, dah jadi tiga. So try to give different types of cohesive devices from different group. Okay? And inshallah, you will complete this in 1 minute. All right? Is the 1 minute in part 1 for the two candidates are one each. 1 minute candidate A, 1 to 2 minutes candidate A, 1 to 2 minutes candidate B. Yes, if you think Idul Fitri is your family celebration, yes, go for it. Explain about that. Yes, correct. Okay, it doesn't matter what celebration that you are doing with your family, as long as your family consider that as your family celebration, it should be fine. Celebrating your brother's your brother naik pangkat. Yes, it's your family celebration. How to answer? By answering all the bullets. Okay, usually you'll be given 4 bullets. So by now you dah boleh plan. Macam mana nak start? Firstly, apa lagi selain daripada firstly? Nak start ayat you. Okay, macam mana nak move from bullet 1 to bullet 2? Guna linkers. Okay, ataupun ambil ayat daripada soalan. Talk about a family celebration you had recently. Recently, I celebrated my brother's birthday, the 15th birthday. Nampak? So you dah jawab bullet 1. Okay. At that time, okay, there I was serving. I was supposed to serve, ataupun I was supposed to distribute door gifts to all the guests. So you dah jawab number 2. So this is how you can go on. You boleh guna simple, compound, complex sentences. You boleh masukkan cohesive devices. You boleh masukkan linkers by doing that. So that's why benda ni you dah boleh plan. Nak start macam mana? Linkers apa nak guna point 1 to point 2? Cohesive device apa nak guna from point 2 to point 3, point 3 to point 4, macam mana nak conclude. So you boleh plan apa cohesive device you nak guna, apa linkers you nak guna. Okay? Family reunion. Yes, a wedding is also a family celebration. That's what I'm telling you. Selagi you rasa that's your family celebration, the assessors or the interlocutor cannot say no because that's your family celebration. You assume that's your family celebration. Okay? Even dah tamat tingkatan 5 pun you rasa you want to celebrate at a restaurant. Fine, that's your family celebration. Okay? So that's what I'm telling you. The question will be very broad, very general. All 400,000 students can answer this type of question. Okay? There must be something that you have celebrated in your life. Betul tak? Kan? Okay? Part 1 is individual. Yes, correct. Yes, as long as it is related to family, it should be okay. Betul. Very good. Okay. So part 2, it's like this. So candidate A will have 1 question. And remember, candidate B, you have to listen because a question will be asked based on the same topic about family celebration too. And usually that question will be a general one too. Okay, you will have to answer. Please do not take so much time because it will only you are only given 20 seconds to answer that question. Okay, so this is part 2. All right. Okay, part 2, see, it can be about a person you admire. So I'm very sure there must be somebody that you admire. The least if you cannot think of somebody else, you can think of your mother, your father, your brother, your teacher. So nobody will say it's wrong. No, it's because it's for you. You punya diri. Siapa yang boleh cakap? Nobody can say no to your own experience, to your own opinion. So that's why I'm telling you, there's no way you tak boleh respond. There's no way you tak boleh nak jawab soalan. Try as much as you can to respond. Okay, walaupun salah grammar, but as long the examiners can still understand what you are saying, you will get your marks. Okay, nervous macam mana pun, tak apa. The teacher will help you to say something, to make sure you say something. Alright, so I'm very sure after this you takkan nervous lah because you know what's going on. Apa akan jadi dalam bilik tu nanti? Apa yang you boleh agak akan keluar? It will require you punya knowledge, you punya experience, you punya pengetahuan you punya knowledge from the textbook. Okay, semua tu adalah being exposed to you before dah sebenarnya. Dah lama dah exposed to you. Okay, alright. Okay, part 3. How many minutes do I have? It's already 5. Oh no. Should I continue or should I stop? Teachers, what do you think? Okay, part 3, very fast, part 3. So I have listed here all the things that you need to improve after today's class. Okay, list out what are the ways, okay, how to exchange information, how to express and justify opinions, how to explain and give reasons, how to negotiate agreement, how to make and respond to suggestions. Semua ni go back and practice with your partner and with your teacher's help. Ada masa 2 minggu ni, go all out for it. Seminggu, go all out for it. Sempat sangat nak buat, sempat sangat. Okay, how to disagree. Saya bagi nanti lepas ni page number yang you boleh refer all this. Okay, let's continue. Continue. On my wedding day, I'll eat till I'm full. How come you are eating when it's your wedding day, dear? You are, on that day, you'll be so, so like, Grace, macam-macam lah, Wang. Aduh, so naughty of you. Okay, what do you need to do on that day? Supaya tak nak nervous. So please tengok sini, okay? Hari tu, okay, part 1 and part 2, you face your interlocutor, betul? For part 3, you boleh tengok muka kawan. So pusinglah sikit macam tu, sikit je. Sikit, janganlah sampai membelakangi you punya interlocutor. Sikit je, facing your friend. Jangan gelak-gelak masa tu. I'm very sure masa tu dah gelak-gelak dah. Okay, turn your body slightly. Okay, tengok soalan sebab you ada 20 seconds je. 20 seconds je. Sementara your teacher nak baca skrip dia tu, you tengok dah cepat-cepat. Oh, okay. Point mana nak read. Intan cepat-cepat. Okay, she will read quite long sebenarnya skrip dia tu. Before dia kata, your time starts now. You sempatlah nak pick on the question tu. Kan? Okay, cepat-cepat decide. Okay, you nak ambil ni. Aku ambil ni, kau ambil ni. Okay, cepat-cepat bahagi point. Okay, so bila dah, trust me, the moment you habis bahagi parts tu kan, bagi points kan, it's 20 second already. Very fast. Okay, lepas tu, always start with the easiest point yang you very confident nak explain. Kenapa? Because the moment you manage to complete that one point, you berjaya explain that one point, trust me, you punya confidence level akan naik. Kalau you choose the hardest one to explain, okay, you'll be stuck. Dok fikir, alamak nak explain macam mana ni, nak cakap apa ni. You'll be stuck and it will affect the whole discussion. Okay, so my advice is, of course, saya berdoa insyaAllah, among the 3 points, there'll be 1 point yang you can confidently say something. Okay, alright, and then learn how to say I agree or I disagree. Okay, tak kisah kalau semua nak agree pun tak apa. Kalau itu you punya opinion, tak ada masalah. Okay, kalau you nak cakap panjang sikit, masa ada banyak lagi, you can disagree. Bila you disagree, you can include, you can extend you punya development, you boleh bagi you punya own reason. Kalau awak disagree, awak tak setuju dengan pendapat kawan kan? So when you say you disagree with something, you will give your own opinion on that same point. Macam tu. So it depends on the time actually. Okay? Tell why do you agree. Nampak? Tell why you agree, why you disagree. Kalau you agree with the same opinion, you cakap lah I agree with your opinion, that people shop online because it is convenient. That's it. So you continue with your point. Okay? Nampak? Kena guna fan voice untuk menunjukkan you know how to use linkers when you are explaining. When you are developing your topic tu, you guna fan voice. So bila you guna fan voice, okay, the linkers tu, indirectly you are actually using compound sentence. Nampak? Secara tak sedar, you dah guna simple, you dah guna compound. Okay? Nak jadikan ayat awak tu complex sentence, lepas ni belajar buat ayat dengan cikgu awak macam mana nak include sentence yang menggunakan as, while, while, ataupun if. 3 ni is a signal that your sentence insyaAllah akan jadi complex sentence. Ataupun WH word tu. Whom, which, when, dalam ayat. Bukan soalan, tapi dalam ayat. So, ini adalah signal that the sentence is a complex sentence. Well, I would prefer tea rather than coffee, which is from Nigeria. Nampak? Which tu menunjukkan ayat saya ayat kompleks sebenarnya. Okay, as simple as that. So by doing this, you are actually cover dah. Sentence structure tiga-tiga dah kau tim. Linkers dah kau tim bila guna fan voice. Nampak tak? Quasi device je you kena plan awal nak guna apa. Okay? Alright? And then remember making conclusion that 1 minute tu kena discuss juga at each other's point and baru you make conclusion. Okay? Lynn, what if we didn't mind time to take all the contents but the time's up? Okay. That's why I'm telling you time management is very crucial. When you are explaining things, you boleh budget tau sebenarnya bila you cakap. Okay, shopping online. Okay, I agree with you that online shopping is convenient. Itu sebenarnya dah 10 seconds. Nampak tak? So kalau you panjang lagi, dia akan jadi 15 seconds. So you boleh budget. Kalau aku guna fan voice, dia akan jadi 10 seconds. Most of the time, it will be 10 seconds. 10 to 12 seconds. Kalau you guna complex, dia akan jadi 15 to 18 seconds. You try kalau you tak percaya. Okay? But make sure it is fluent and spontaneously. Dia tak ada tu pun 2-3 second sebenarnya. That's why I'm telling you, try to avoid masa tu no. Okay? Okay, fan voice. Lin and Iqmal. Okay. Fan voice. F for untuk A. Tu Aina dah bagi dah. Thank you Aina Safira. Thank you. Betul. For and nor. N-O-R. Not N-O-R-E sayang. N-O-R. B is for but. O is for or. Y is for yet. And S is for so. Perfect Aina. Thank you so much dear. Okay. So benda ni awak dah tahu sebenarnya. You know how to use and. You know how to use or. Just include in your sentence. That's it. Okay. Alright. Okay. I want to go to the pages. Ni soalan awak kan? Definitely will be in this form. Definitely it will be 6 points. So memang kena bagi 2. Dia tak akan jadi 5, dia tak akan jadi 7. It will be insyaAllah 6 points. Baru adil kan? Alright. Remember, it takes 2 to tango. Kalau one person je bercakap, dia tak akan jadi. Must be from both sides. Okay. This is a sample sentence yang paling mudah you can use. Okay. 3 points means 3 times. 3 kali awak akan berinteraksi. Okay. So, kalau this is the simplest one. Kalau awak nak say that you agree with it, you can say, I think, keywords daripada soalan. Ambil balik soalan tadi, keyword daripada soalan tu, gunakan dalam you punya answer. I think people shop online. Soalan dia kat mana? Tu yang tengah-tengah, saya tunjuk lah. Yang tengah-tengah yang bulat tu. This one. Nampak? Why do people shop online? So when you are answering, you will take the keywords. People shop online. Okay, you tak payah repeat the WH question tu. Because the question kan. So you take the keywords. People shop online. So you go back. Okay, sorry here. This one. Okay. I think people shop online because it is convenient. I believe people shop online because it is convenient. I feel people shop online because it is convenient. I would say that people shop online because it is convenient. Nampak? Settle. 3 kali 3. Ambil satu I believe, satu I feel, satu I would. Habis cerita. Okay? So I move on This one, how to speak more than one idea. Nak sambung point kedua. Second point. Well, I think people shop online because, ni untuk sambung lagi. Next point. Alright, saya laju sikit Okay, now, this one you can always refer to your textbook. Macam mana nak cari idea ni, you can refer to your download textbook. Okay, here in the material saya dah mention page mana. Thank you to a teacher Ain yang buat semua ni untuk saya, untuk semua teacher satu Malaysia guna. Okay, so here from page 25, you boleh belajar how to show your preference, your express of preference. Okay, personally, I would prefer that you ambil point daripada soalan. Okay, it would be more interesting if it will be more helpful if people can shop online because they will save time. So you boleh play around with this. Okay, it comes with practice lah sebenarnya. Okay, but my advice, Kalau yang selalu ada masalah, if you sometimes you tend to jadi blank on that day, you because you are so nervous, you take the simpler one. Okay, take the simpler one. As long as the discussion tu, it sounds like a discussion. Macam orang berborak. Kalau kita I explain bahasa Melayu, okay, dia macam satu perbualan biasa awak dengan kawan awak. Macam nak pergi tengok wayang, nak tengok cerita ni lah, no, tak nak cerita ni, aku nak cerita ni, kenapa? There must be a reason, right? So same goes here, it's a discussion. Okay, when you say something, there must be a reason. Something like that. Cuma, it is, you have to answer within the time given. Tak boleh nak lama-lama kan, because we have 200 students, 300 students to be completed in 3 days. So that's why they have to limit the time. Kalau tidak, sidang tu akan sampai malam pun tak habis. That's why everything is done, everything is planned for a reason, everything is done because of a reason. Okay, so that's why you have to complete everything within 30 minutes. Nampak? Ni page 51. Kalau macam mana nak contrast the advantages or disadvantages. Although you say that people shop online because it is convenient, I think people prefer to shop online because they like to follow the trend. You nampak? That's how you can insert your own point. Okay. Bila saya sedengar, oh budak ni she can speak, oh she can speak, dia kan take note, okay, dia ada ni, oh dia ada ni, insyaAllah she will put you to a higher band, higher marks. Okay, okay, can we use gonna? Oh no dear, Mirun, no, please no. Okay, this is a formal exam, you are not allowed to use that. Gonna, wanna, no. Should be full sentence. I am going to. I want to. Okay. Keluar daripada bilik tu, cakap lah nak guna wanna, gunalah. Okay. Remember, once you have finished the exam, berdiri elok, angkat kerusi, letak balik tempat asal dia, say thank you to both examiners. Thank you teachers. And you walk out. Jangan masa tu, selalu macam tu budak. Keluar daripada bilik tu baru nak bertempik ke, baru nak apa ke, make sure you keluar dulu daripada bilik tu. Okay, jangan dalam bilik tu, teacher berapa makan saya teacher, habis. Okay, betul tak? Most likely because you are so excited kan, dah habis kan, selalunya macam tu lah. Okay, I think tak sempat to touch paper lain kan, paper reading, paper listening. Hello people, listening is another paper that you can score easily. Oh my god, paper listening, betapa senangnya paper listening tu. So you have to do lots and lots of revision before your SPM this coming March. Alright, good luck for your listening on 31st. Make sure you are healthy, okay? And good luck for your speaking test, 22, 23, and 23rd and 24th of February. I think with practice, you will nail it, okay? I think that's all from me, Grace. I hope I can see you again, inshallah, in other platforms. There are so many platforms I'm going to be involved in, inshallah. All right?
Okay. Hi. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for so much information, but yet very effortlessly shown to us. And saya rasa our students are really interactive. They've been asking questions.
Yeah.
So
yes,
really yeah, they're
energetic.
That means they really want to put in the effort to get good marks and also to improve their English overall. Okay, and you can see the comment section here. Floods of thank you messages, hearts, flooding right now. Maybe, yeah, okay. Thank you guys for staying tuned, and also, you know, for all the encouragement, and some of you tried to help Cikgu Sue with answering some of the questions.
Yes.
That is amazing. So, okay, let me give a formal closing. Okay, terima kasih Cikgu Sue atas perkongsian ilmu yang sangat baik dan terperinci. Semoga sesi kita pada petang ini dapat membantu para pelajar di luar sana memperkukuhkan lagi persiapan mereka bagi menduduki peperiksaan sebenar SPM tidak lama lagi. Sebelum saya bacakan keputusan poll pada petang ini, para pelajar boleh bertanya soalan I think we have enough questions lah. I think anybody has any dying question that they must ask, otherwise cannot sleep tonight. Anybody?
Yeah, come on. One last question. It's okay.
One last question that that you just have to get off your chest, that you have to ask Cikgu Sue, just because she's here and she's so nice to extend the time to really give you the full version of whatsoever. Any last questions? Okay, I think no. I think they really took advantage of that time because they know we finish at 5. Cikgu Sue, okay, in 2 minutes, can you give them a last piece of advice?
Well, actually, there's nothing much that I can say. I just will pray for everybody here. You will nail it, inshallah. Just follow my advice, follow the tips, go back to the materials that I've shared. Inshallah, you'll be there. Right? Do not be scared of the exam. That's it. Welcome.
Great. See how Cikgu Sue managed to answer in less than 2 minutes an advice for all of you. Do your best. And now I'm going to read the poll. We had a short poll earlier. Adakah hot tips disampaikan oleh Cikgu Sue pada petang ini membantu adik-adik untuk persediaan bahasa Inggeris SPM? 96 of them said yes, and I'm sure that 3% didn't even bother to tune in, so don't worry about that. But yes, atau tersilap tekan kot. Okay, because personally, I found it very informative, although I'm not teaching in a school, but definitely what you shared about the CFR framework, the scoring and all that, we use it at the university level too. And trust me, yeah, it's there. She didn't make it up, okay? It has been carefully designed by Cambridge, and also a really good pool of educators. So all the scheme is there, and if you can really do this, students, you will be on par with in international sector. Yeah, it's an international framework, which means you are competing with students all over the world who are speaking English. So you're in the right way, and I think Cikgu Sue really broke it down for us, so that we can really understand what is required in the exam, in the SPM exam. Yes, like Iqmal, Reza said, everything is crystal clear. Had an amazing time with you, teacher. Okay. Alright. So dengan sekali lagi saya ingin mengucapkan jutaan terima kasih atas kesudian dan masa yang Cikgu Sue luang bersama para pelajar dan Universiti Tun Abdul Razak. So thank you so much, Cikgu Sue. I really enjoyed that session as well, together with the students. And esok kita kembali di Your Speed SPM Hot Tips bagi mata pelajar matematik pula bersama Cikgu Arzman Ricky. Oh wow, nice name. Pada jam 2, not 11. Pukul 2 di MyUnirazak YouTube channel. Jangan lupa untuk kunci jam dan simpan tarikh di kalender anda. Dan kita temu lagi esok bersama Cikgu Arzmanski. Very interesting name. Okay, kepada para pelajar yang ingin mendapatkan sijil penyertaan bagi sesi hari ini, anda boleh klik pada link yang telah disediakan, dan para pelajar boleh muat turun sendiri yang telah diberi. Para pelajar hanya perlu mengisikan nama anda dan nombor kad pengenalan anda pada sijil yang telah disediakan. Sekali lagi, jangan lupa untuk tekan butang subscribe MyUnirazak YouTube channel untuk mendapatkan notifikasi program terkini yang dianjurkan oleh Unirazak. Terima kasih sekali lagi pada para pelajar yang sentiasa setia bersama MyUnirazak YouTube channel dan MyUnirazak Facebook Live. Tinggal beberapa hari lagi untuk anda teruskan perjuangan anda untuk mendapatkan peperiksaan sebenar SPM 2021. Jadi kami warga Unirazak sentiasa mendoakan kejayaan para pelajar dan mendapatkan keputusan yang cemerlang. Jangan lupa untuk kekal sihat, sentiasa berwaspada dan amalkan kawalan diri. Lindungi diri, lindungi semua. Okay, terima kasih and jumpa lagi esok 13 Februari 2022 Ahad pada jam 2 petang. Okay, and thank you so much Cikgu Sue. So, yes, tekan loceng ya. Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you all. Have a good evening, everyone.